saying that in canon, Bucky is a cat person.
That's funny. That fits though.
I think it fits so well that
Because like
he's a cat
Steve's
dude.
definitely a dog person, but like Bucky's now he gives cat person vibes.
Yeah, that's why he has an unlockable cat plushie you can equip onto the Marvel Rivals now, because it's a replica of his actual cat.
Alexei Shostakov.
I looked up how much $5 would be. I looked up how much $5 would be
in 1937.
Yeah.
Well, 19, I did 1939 because it was
perfect.
Yeah, no, you gotta remember back then, people got paid
let's do 37
cents hourly. People got paid like 5 cents an hour back then.
How the fuck
Give it a
is it
little
less?
gap for like when it might have happened, you know.
I did 1937, and it's so in 1937 that'd be $112.
Jesus.
But if it was 1939, it'd be 116.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He still blew over $100.
That post Great Depression. Yeah.
War inflation.
Yeah, no, people used to go to like a diner
Pre-war
and bring
inflation.
like 30 cents and come back with like 20 burgers.
Because like you gotta remember, America didn't join World War II until what was it, 1940, like early 1942? No, late 1942. So we were only in it for like
it was late for
like 2.5 years.
Yeah, we were in it pretty late.
It's FDR-based motherfucker, except for the isolationism, was keeping us out of the war and out of the rest of the world. But well, Japan made an unwise decision.
Yeah.
Japan made a very
and I don't say that as like macho America. I say that as like they started more war. That's just bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They attacked a well-armed country, and it was just not a good idea.
Friendly nowadays, they genuinely feel bad, so they're trying to be super friendly. To, like,
I heard a rumor that when they attacked, I forget the general's name. There's a rumor that one of the generals, as the attack was being launched, he was kind of watching from the command bridge and was just like
96.
Obviously in Japanese, but he said.
By the way, that one's crooked.
And to some effect, and today we wake the sleeping giant.
That way.
Oh man, I watched
something along those lines.
Some guy, and it's like countries arguing with each other if the country was a person. And like arguing, and one of them's like, I am about to go to war with America, and it just like clips to Japan sitting there in a wheelchair, and he's like, they dropped the sun on us twice.
These motherfuckers are crazy. They're violent. I don't know what's wrong with them. Don't do it.
They tapped us with a stick. We hit them with the fucking sun.
I feel like Earth is just a Diogenes club, and then like America is just some guy who's out of his like John Candy, out of his fucking mind with 2 baseball bats, come walking in, just beating the shit out of everybody. Fuck your quiet room.
Yeah, America would be the embodiment of this land is my land.
I just realized I said that. Does anybody know what a Diogenes club is? It's like a gentleman's club, like not like that type of gentleman's club, like literally just nice suits, and there's like
I knew what you
meant.
It's like a speakeasy.
There's usually a drinking bar.
It's like an old-fashioned speakeasy, basically.
I'll tell you the other link.
They are we don't really. I don't think we really ever had those here. I don't know for sure. It's not a subject I'm like super knowledgeable about. I just know of them. But they were
we
like,
had opium dens.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
Well, these were like well-to-do places. These weren't like secret spots. These were like yes, you must. Oh, hello, Gerald. Your tie is looking quite nice today. Shall we go get a shot of whiskey at the counter and sit and read about last week's match of some cricket? Like, yes, I think we can,
Yeah,
George. Of course, that's a good idea.
America did more like clubs and lounges.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of like that clip from Oscar, if anyone's ever seen that. He's like, where did you meet my daughter? He's like, I swear if it was a speakeasy. He's like, it was a very respectable speakeasy.
I think they still exist, too, actually. Don't quote me on that. I think they still exist. They joked about one, actually, I just remembered, in the BBC Sherlock Holmes, there's one with like I made the reference to the quiet room. There's a room where you can't speak. You're not supposed to speak in there at all. And it's a pretty good portion of the actual Diogenes Club, and it's a pretty big room, and you're not allowed to make minimum sound. Like, you can't even speak, obviously. But like, make as little noise as possible. It is supposed to be a silent room. It's crazy.
That's
Okay,
actually intriguing.
before we start, I'm not gonna play it, but just real quick, this isn't too loud, right?
What are we listening for?
Okay, let me just play like some stupid.
I don't know.
song.
I don't speak wind.
Oh, okay. Now I see what the problem is. I have it set to the wrong thing.
I was
Okay,
reminded of Oblivion in real life today, by the way. If anybody knows what that is.
No way.
Have you heard of the High Elves?
Oh my god.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, but that's not too loud, right?
No.
Was it a horn?
No.
It sounded like a trombone.
It sounded like a trombone, but like
squawky
it was
trombone.
trombone and like
Yeah, I couldn't really hear it.
Okay, okay, now what about this one?
It
Wait,
might have been
you
his
want-
mic crossing with it, though, is why it was interfered.
Oh.
You could hear that though, right? You could hear me from that, like.
Wait, he wants to do.
yeah, we hear that.
Yes.
It's not
I
that
heard
loud.
that. Like you cut out, but I heard the effects. So.
Okay,
Those
but you heard
work.
the you heard the wait. He wants to do what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I have everything set
that's
then.
what I heard.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. Change scenes, you bastard. There it goes.
I'm ready.
Somebody's recreating the sound effect for the Balrog. They made that by putting a chain around a cinder block and dragging it through a gravel parking lot, by the way, if you didn't know.
That's cool.
That's
I love that
oddly
shit.
specific.
Recap.
I
Random
watch these
knowledge.
Guys that remade a lot of sounds by just smashing food.
Yeah.
It's ironic how much it sounds like somebody being stabbed. You!
Oh my god.
The freaking Biggie cheese!
Do you guys know how they did Godzilla's roar? It's even more like
No,
oddly
actually.
specific.
What did they do? I've
took
always
a
wondered.
glove and covered it in pine resin and ran it across like a untuned bass and then like messed with it a little bit. So if you listen to it, that like screonk noise, it's them like rubbing a resin covered glove on a bass.
It's that like sounds like somebody probably did that with their hand as they were rubbing it, like rubbed down and then like did that, so it hit the
think
lower
that's what-
the lower string.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
like thinking about it in my head, I can hear it. Yeah, that's cool. You guys should look at some of the
I
Star Wars
love monster
noises.
sound effects.
Some of
And
those
also,
are fucking
apparently,
weird.
when they made that roar for the first time, I think that they got the cops got called on them because it sounded like something exploded, so they thought something blew up.
Yeah. Because I played it on like a big ass speaker for like the biggest speaker you could get in the 50s, I guess.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, we are ready. Recap. Go.
All right. Well, from everything that I can remember, we were really just spending some time around the hab. We explored some more
Recovering from a
Tildas. That
shooting.
was the big thing. Yes. It was very calm. But yeah. Does anybody in particular want to pick up? I can't remember exactly what the rolls were, so if you guys would like to re-roll for weather and encounters, we could start with that. But who would like to
I
like
could do
start the
that
day
real
off?
quick.
I didn't roll.
Okay.
I rolled the day for the day we played. Me and Colton did. I don't remember. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember what the rolls
just
were.
a D20, right, for weather?
Whether it's a D8.
For weather, it is.
I think-
Yeah, it's a D8.
I know
Yeah, it
encounter
is.
was a D100.
Okay.
I've got it in my hand
Yes.
if no one else wants to do it.
Heard an interesting
Which one was the
encounter
D8 again?
idea yesterday while I was watching Jake's stream. Somebody was talking
Oh,
about
I
doing like
found
a what is it, nine squares, like a
Rolling that.
Can I do math? Yes, 9 squares,
Okay, that
then there's, like,
is
a directional system and a die roll, and it sounded interesting. I wasn't listening very closely, but it seemed very interesting, and also like a map-based. Jake mentioned like a map-based idea where you have areas where you know there's going to be a problem, and then players can try to navigate around it.
Well, it must not. Wait. Wait, did D8s have a 9 on them? Now I'm confused on which die.
No.
The D8 looks like
Okay,
2d4
then.
stuck together.
This
What was
is
that? 2 D8 stuck ass to ass or whatever.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Front says. It's 2 pyramid so I can ask.
I see it. I see it. Okay, I'm a roll it. It's
What was
the
that from?
the double-sided pyramid. Okay, that's a
Somehow,
4.
but somehow I rolled a cock D100, so well, that's
What?
the same roll. I said I rolled a cock D100.
How?
It did what, Miss Cup?
I don't know.
One of
It,
them
like,
got
it,
I've never seen a
It was-
D10
it got-
cock before.
it like got stuck on a piece of paper that's like a bit elevated, and another piece of paper that's
Of course.
on my desk, and so it just like stuck there.
He
I rolled
was the guy with 12 personalities.
I rolled a 61.
It's a good solid middle of the road number.
He's at 9, sir.
Feel totally safe.
So weather-wise, as the sun comes up, those that are awake will notice that the outside weather is starting to kind of recover from all of the geological events. It's still hot, but where the sky has looked very orange and red, especially concerning the firestorms that were happening recently, it's becoming more of a pink, transitioning into more of a purplish, back to a dull gray blue that it normally has. Would anyone in particular like to pick up today?
Well, the two earliest are usually Raziel and the Magician.
Yeah, and I
For
would.
timing.
I
mean-
probably still would be just trying to fucking process and get through the shit from yesterday. Still kind of meditating because that was some rough shit.
Go sit in the shower and rock for a minute. Just sit on the floor and rock back and forth.
I'm just
Just
kind
let
of
it-
sticking to
let it
myself,
wash off of
tinkering
you.
with what's in my pockets randomly, just keeping myself distracted and busy.
Fidgeting.
And yeah, I don't have
Then
anything
we-
specific.
What would the magician be doing right now then?
Probably sitting near the column in a chair. He tends to just kind of randomly sit it in places and sit and read a book. But he's got usually where he will, usually when he sits and is treating it as a sitting room, because it's like a straight hallway in, and it's like a little narrow, like maybe goes for, I'd say about 4 feet of like 2 little wooden walls, and then it opens at angles instead of like straight open. It's like angular, and there's like some bookshelves in there, little smaller bookshelves, like 2 rows, and then like drinks on one side, and then some other random stuff. A table with like a clock, random other items, a phone on the wall. So the phone is on this wall. And as you walk forward, the space kind of opens up before you get to the column. So that's usually where he will sit, like 2 chairs and a table, and sit and relax if he doesn't want to sit in the study. And so he's just sitting, sipping probably tea or something, and reading a book, waiting for Alex to awaken.
We will say that currently Alex is sleeping very hard in his little corner of Tildus. So we will circle back around there
Yep.
to Maxon. What are you doing this morning? I know you tend to not sleep very. You don't sleep very much or at all, really. So we'll pick up with you next. There.
Hello, Robert.
Blue.
I think his mic's either gone or he's AFK.
Usually
Okay.
longer than about 5 seconds, he's probably gone.
Yeah, it's all good. We
Imagine he's
can.
not. He's just sitting there screaming at his computer. I'm here.
Yeah.
Just fucking shaking the mic in his headset or whatever.
Okay, then we will move over to. Stone. What are you doing this morning?
We'll say Stone has currently woken up from a rather disturbing nightmare.
Okay.
And
I'm back.
is on his way to the cafeteria to get out of his own head.
Ooh, okay. As you are making your way to the cafeteria, Stone, we will put. We'll say that Hammer is also there getting an early breakfast.
There we go.
So we could hear you.
No, it was actually cutting out for me for some reason. Like I had it set to where I could hear myself, and I was cutting out on that end.
Okay.
Also, I disappeared for a second, but I came back with a enchilada.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a fucking good ass reason to step away.
Now that's a milk.
You ask me.
Man, I had a sloppy Joe myself, so yeah, we're set, man.
Then Stone, as you enter the cafeteria, you see that Hammer is eating at one of the tables, and as you get your food, he sees where you sat down, and he kind of takes a moment, but walks over and sits across from you. Morning.
Good morning.
Are you trying to hide that you're having kind of a rough morning? Didn't sleep well? Or are you just kind of like wearing it?
He's not usually the kind of person to show emotion in general. So he's not actively hiding on purpose. He's just genuinely got that kind of face. He just kind of seems nonchalant or even cold at times when looking at him, so he probably wouldn't be showing it, but he wouldn't be trying to hide it either.
As you're eating, you pick up after a moment that Hammer just kind of seems to be studying your face and how you're eating. Something bothering you?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. Not necessarily bad, nor was it that bothersome, yet I can't get it out of my head. It's lingering.
Might be able to help. Need someone to talk it over with.
Well, maybe another time. I still need to think.
Alright. He just kind of sits back and begins to eat. Finishes a meal. Is there anything in particular you were going to do while you were eating, or do you want me to move over to someone else? I just want to make sure.
I will say that. Okay, I'll say that. It was Hammer, correct? Asking.
Yes.
Or,
right now it is just Stone and Hammer in the mess hall, along with the autonomous cook.
I will say this: Hammer probably would have noticed Stone's opposite hand on a particular book that he likes to keep strapped to his hip. But that would be the only thing he probably would have inherently noticed.
Okay. As you're eating and just kind of sharing small talk, I'll make him roll for it. Damn, he's nat 20. What book is it that you have your hand on specifically?
Hmm.
Or at least
That's a good question.
it doesn't have to be specific, but like He definitely
dictionary.
notices that. Okay. Hammer just he notices that you have kept your hand on that book specifically for a majority of the time he's been down here with you. Dictionary, huh? Does this book look old? Have you had it for a while?
I would say so. It definitely looks old. At least somewhat worn. It's in good condition, but you can
But still,
like
yeah,
you can tell
just the
some
trials
old
of the
books will still be in
wasteland.
good condition, but you know, like the paper will still kind of yellow a bit when it's old. Not necessarily that it's in bad condition. It's just like an old book.
Yeah.
It seems like he's done his best to take the best care of it that he possibly can. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's old and it has very minimal wear and tear, but it is there. It's not perfect.
Did you find that?
A friend gave it to me a very long time ago. Well, to your kind it might not seem like that long, but to one of me, it's quite some time. About maybe 7 years past, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you've kept it in remarkable shape.
Well, I've tried. Couldn't exactly do much, though. At least, not with what I had.
Would you mind if I took a look at it for a moment?
Be my guest. He unstraps it from his belt and he hands it over the table.
Hammer just very easily and slowly opens the book and then takes the data pad he had with him, and he just kind of begins to slowly go over the pages. And just
he will
scan
notice
them ever so slightly.
On the first page where it usually says, like there's always this page at the start of some books, especially large books, that say owned by this person. Instead of a name, you'll notice the symbol that is on the back of Stone's lab coat is there instead of a name in the book.
Is this your signature?
No.
What the resistance and green
At least
code?
it wasn't then. This... It means something. At the time, I didn't know what it was. And right now, I think I'm still trying to figure that out. But... he told me it meant freedom. And I've tried to take that to heart as much as I can, or could.
Well, now seeing that most of Green Cove is sitting at the core of the planet, but I did hear that Resistance did free most of the animals in the arena shortly beforehand, so they probably weren't anywhere near. So I bet they did win after all, huh?
guess so.
As
I'm
as
glad
he
the
continues to
arena's
look through it,
destroyed.
I am too. Though this world may be destroyed, you shouldn't exploit what little life is left the way they were.
This symbol embodies freedom, he said. So, in a way, even though most of them are dead, their souls live on somewhere. I suppose that's the truest kind of freedom, isn't it? Not being stuck here.
Right you are, my friend. And you notice there's an alert at the top of his data pad. And he glances over, begins to read something. You'll have to excuse me. I'm needed elsewhere. But when you feel you are ready, you would like. I'm here if you need.
Thank you.
He just nods and begins to makes his way out. We will transition to Maxon, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Then it's still pretty early morning. What is Maxon doing?
I wanted to. Is Doc Green awake?
Oh yeah.
I'm
She's
just
like
gonna.
She's like the magician. She barely sleeps, if at all.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we'll cut to the infirmary, and I am talking to her about the sample that she took from me. Just wanting to see if she found anything new about it, considering that Maxon's or my blood is not naturally occurring, to see if there were any benefits that could come from it.
Okay. And as you enter the infirmary, you see that she is at that same spot where she was analyzing genetic samples from stone. She's there analyzing small samples of your blood, just looking them over, writing down things. As you enter, she just looks over and, "Good morning, Maxon." And she
Morning,
just,
Doc.
slowly just turns her head back to the microscope, sorry. I'm almost done going over your samples. What was it specifically you were looking for?
I'm not
Are
sure
you
why.
wanting me to try and synthesize something from this? Are you looking to compare it?
I'm not sure why exactly, but out of some miracle, my blood seems to have a healing factor to it, if that can be applied to other people.
She begins to slowly look it over. Might be able to figure something out. It is very unique, your blood. Okay. So, I will say, above table, like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish?
So
What are you looking
with the,
for?
with the doctor class that I went with, that I multi-classed into, once you get to a certain level, you can actually create these vials or medical equipment that you can take with you, but you need to use certain materials. So I was trying to, as the story transitioned and as I leveled up, I would use that as a way to kind of just start to explain it.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
All
right.
Oh, wait, real quick, let me, why is my internet lagging?
Because it knows you're trying to do something cool.
It do
Yeah,
be
that's probably
interwebbing.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Let's see. At 5th level, you found a way to create natural medicines. You have 4 components when you gain this ability: adrenaline shots, anti-venom, blazing powder, chill powder, emergency shock stone, immuno boost, pocket glass powder. So basically, yeah, you need components and materials to make these medicines, and considering that Maxon's blood has the ability to, in a way, heal his teammates, that would be a good source to make the vials and healing potions that we can just flavor to be something else.
I like the idea of adrenaline shots, like things of that nature. Because with Maxon specifically, he's a very like up close fighter. It seems like he always had, like, he uses his rhythm. It's very like, I feel like adrenaline has a lot to play with just how he operates. So I feel like making that into some kind of like adrenaline boost you could give to your teammate would be really cool. Does that sound good to you as a starting place?
On using 3 components for the next minute, when a living creature you choose makes an attack roll, they roll an additional 1d4 and add it to the result. At 17th, the effect lasts for 10 minutes itself, and that's one of the that's what the adrenaline shot does.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. If that sounds cool to you, we can definitely like
Mixing up
You may use
adrenaline
these as in-
potions.
You may use these as an action on any adjacent target you choose. If a medicine calls for a saving throw, it is 8+ intelligence proficiency. You may also choose to make a range attack with your opponent, and it is treated as a weapon with the throw. So I can
funny.
just throw it at people and be like, catch.
Cool. Okay. And you are what level in this class right now?
I just got to level 1. So.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Cool. Awesome.
So do you
All
just real quick before we get back to the last thing I was going to ask? So do you want it to just be the adrenaline, or could we do anti-venom too? Because I want to make the argument that the red blood cells would probably be able to fight off something like a venom much more effectively because of how quickly they can recover.
No, yeah, I'm down with you doing both. That's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, as we'll just say that Doc Green kind of spends a moment explaining that she needs a bit more time to figure it out, but she's identified certain like enzymes and compounds that are specifically in your blood that she thinks if she can like synthetically replicate, she might be able to make some improvements with your help, of course. In
So
making
Maxon's
some
just
improvements
gonna-
to the stems.
He's gonna smirk in like happiness and be like, if you need any more, just let me know.
I also like how this
I will
works a little bit.
definitely
Since he doesn't have the ability now, necessarily, the fact that like Doc Green is helping him with this, it kind of works out. So it kind of makes sense. So like he's like kind of learning how to do it.
No, yeah,
And
I
that's
like
so
it a
once
lot
I get
too.
to a, not really much of a spoiler because you can just see it if you go to the class. Once I get to a 3rd level with the profession I chose, I can actually I get a little combat drone that I can take with me. And then I was just gonna say that I
Oh,
took one of the
nice.
robots that Hammer had and just had it come with me. So
Was there anything else that you wanted to say to Doc Green, or that you were going to do specifically in the infirmary? Or is it cool if I like transition around the board?
Yeah, go
No
ahead.
rush. You can do whatever you need. I was just curious. Okay. Then
I
we
mean,
will
there
say
was
you
that-
spend a
there
moment
was-
like.
There was that one thing, but that's like later, so.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But yeah, so we'll just say that you spend a bit of the earlier morning just working with Doc Green. She's kind of showing you how to analyze the samples, the specific compounds and enzymes she's looking for, things that are around Urmos that she might be able to use to synthetic replicate them, so you don't have to constantly be donating blood for this. And then, before we move to someone else, has anyone moved us on the game board yet? If not, do so now. All
Done.
right. Thank you very much.
Ever we draw closer.
And,
Never. First Sigma.
then, Serena or Seraphim, who wants to go next? I
Serena's
will leave it
sleeping in.
between you two.
She's sore.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, Seraphim.
All right.
Do you take your medicine this morning?
No, I'm going to use a feature of the medicine I fucking completely forgot about. And I'm going to use my banked 10. So we're going to wake up and we're going to go with normality today. There's some shits. We got to get some balls rolling here. Yeah. So.
Okay. So has he already been contacted by the Bunker B doctors?
I think he went to Doc Green. She said they were ready whenever we get there.
Yeah, Doc Green said there was a green light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I skipped past that part on accident when I was doing my recap, and I didn't want to go back. But okay. Then yeah. So as normality rises, where does he go first?
The hell of a comment. As normality rises.
As normality rises. I think he's gonna wake up probably fucking sweating this morning, because there's a lot of shit going on in his head now.
I will say you wake up with pressure and a bit of a headache.
I need to get the gang together now. I think I need to get my people. And Seraphim's just gonna stumble out of bed and head to.
As you walk out, Hammer meets you there.
He's just leaning against the wall as he sees Hammer and stops for a second. Hammer.
Feeling all right this morning?
A little bit of pressure, a bit of a headache. I think I gotta get the magician. I think we gotta go now. I'm about to take Doc Green and Maxon with me, and I need to see who's going and who's staying, because we need to keep people here. Keep the hab safe.
Indeed. While you are there, while your group is there, could you ask the magician how many people his vessel could carry, and if he could bring any spare personnel from Bunker B?
Are you sure that's a good
At
idea?
least-
Do you want people to know about his technology? That would be a good move, but also a risky one, because who knows who's gonna let it slip that there's technology like that around.
That is true.
I've also had that thought.
Then while you are there, do you think that someone there could confirm our arrangements for troops and supplies?
I'll let the group know, because if he like looks down for a second, because if I'm not the one coming back, I'll make sure to let everybody else know to keep an eye out for somebody to bring back at least one person. I think one person's not gonna be that bad.
As you're looking
We can
down,
silence one person.
As you look down, he places a hand on your shoulder. Don't worry. The doctors in Bunker B, some of the finest surgeons in the world.
I hope so. Better get going. I think we really gotta get this ship moving so we can get back here ASAP.
Indeed.
Give us
Also,
a hand
take
on
this
Hammer's
with
shoulder.
you.
Oh,
And he hands you another stick of credits.
I don't even think we spent what was on the last one.
Oh, if you guys still have that, I didn't know if you guys like put it back into whatever pile.
We probably
or...
did, but just he's just like looking at this cred stick. Just what do you need us to buy this time? How much is on that thing?
I don't need anything. It's just if you are to require any currency, if you require lodging or any extra supplies, things of that nature.
I don't think lodging will be a problem. I think we can get back here pretty quickly. But thank you. I'm sure we'll at least be able to get some supplies. We can't not a good idea to bring personnel, but not a lot of personnel, but we can get some stuff to resupply to have. I know we need medicine.
As you say that, you have really high passive perception. Hammer just kind of looks a little pale.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just getting near the water makes me anxious. And, what's your history? Do you have a high history?
Probably not. Let me look. No.
Okay.
Not
I
at
will
all.
say through... I think you've known that what he's mentioned in passing is that he fought against the orcs when they first showed up. One of the big wars that humanity had after the war was stopping the orc conquest. He hasn't really said much, and you don't really know much, but you know that the orcs have massive warships that they float along the waters. They weren't a problem in Green Cove because they had a treaty where they just wouldn't come into the waters, but you know that everywhere else could be pretty dangerous. And yeah, so you just like with your perception, you kind of just assume that Sergeant Hammer is kind of nervous getting around the open ocean with that land bridge.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm sure we'll be back, and whoever's around, I'm sure they'll kick a little ass if we ever get near the water.
Indeed. Well, I'll need somebody to help me reload these cannons.
That does sound like fun. I'm sure you'll have all the help you can get. I'm gonna stumble to the infirmary.
He just
Take care, Hammer.
makes his way. You as well, Seraphim. And he just makes his way back to the control. Then as you enter the infirmary, you see Doc Green and Maxon. We'll say a little bit more time has passed. Doc Green's probably finalized the samples, kind of pinpointed what you guys are going to at least begin to look for, Maxon, as you see Seraphim stumble into the infirmary.
Doc Green, Maxon.
Maxon just looks at you and gives you like a nod, like, hey.
You know, it's
It is good to see that you are awake. Doc
not for
Green,
long.
she says,
I think we gotta go now.
"Oh,
I
well,
think it's time.
if you will go gather whoever you need to accompany with you, we may go now if you wish. I just need a moment to gather some supplies."
I'll use the earpiece. See whose attention I can get, who's going and who's staying. And Seraphim will use his earpiece. To anyone listening, I'm about to head to Bunker B. If someone wants to come, they can, but I would like to keep some people here, just in case something happens. I've asked Raziel to stay, if not everybody goes, so we can have some medical personnel, at least somebody who can heal.
Yeah, I was planning on staying.
Stone would probably go, because he's not that useful in the medical area.
Well, even defending the hab, we would need somebody. Need some extras.
Yeah.
If you want to come, you can come. But
Actually,
if
you know what?
stay,
He
you can
might
stay.
stay. Ironically, yeah, he probably would.
I will
stay
say-
for defensive purposes.
I will say for Stone specifically, the outside world, you can go outside and scout and see if there are any signs of.
The storm stopped.
Yeah, like you're free to go outside. So after it stops moving for the day, you could go out and look for signs of spinal hounds.
That is actually a lovely idea. I will do exactly that.
Oh yeah. I will add in that Hammer mentioned over breakfast that now that the storm had passed, there'd be ample time for you to go out and kind of scout around. So we'll roll for that here in a bit. So, as after Raziel and Stone answer over the intercom, Seraphim, you hear some rustling over one of the comms, and just after a moment, you hear Alex kind of say, I mean, I can go if you want, but
Like I said, it's up to you. It'd be good to have someone like you come. If you come, we might not need Serena. Because having at least one of you here would be beneficial.
all right.
Where is
Give me a moment.
Serena? He says that and just like
The
starts
camera
going
pans.
towards. Yeah, camera pans.
That would be a good transition point as Alex steps downstairs after getting ready, and he finds the magician just in his chair reading a book. If that's what he does, that's ended with a question mark.
No, yeah, Alex would have gotten down from his hammock. As he walks by the magician, he sets down a comic book next to wherever, if there's like a nightstand or wherever next to the
There's like a
magician as
table
he's
next to
reading,
him. He usually sits on the left.
he just he sets down one of his old comic books that he fell asleep reading down next to it, and just kind of begins to stretch a little bit.
You notice as he's sitting there reading, he is more than the reading. He has the book, and then he's going book down here, looking out the door, and then back to the book. I mean, you fucking massive perception. You look out the door and she's asleep in the corner of, because she's been sleeping upstairs since she's been back in her own head. She likes to watch the stars, and she's like asleep in the corner across the room. But he's occasionally glancing up and then glancing back at the book.
After Al, he kind of he looks over to Serena in the corner, and then back over to the magician. She'd probably like a nice day in a town when she's herself, wouldn't she?
Probably. Most likely. I guess. I don't know. What were we talking about? Sorry, I was off in thought.
He kind of leans over and peers into what the book that the magician's reading, and then you and I got a lot of catching up to do, huh?
Indeed.
I'm gonna go wake Serena up, let her know to get ready, and then you and I can talk in a little bit.
Leaving? Is that the time? He kind of starts to straighten up a little bit. You know him, he's probably been up for a while.
I believe it is.
If he even went to bed.
Is there anything you need, Vess?
Well, we all need something. No, not at the moment. No, I'm fine. Just
Alright.
grasping at wind. Something I don't know what's there. Not really sure. Ideas, thoughts. Hard to collect.
He kind of playfully hits you in the shoulder just a little bit, but you notice it's a lot stronger than the last time he did it. It's good to have you back, Vess.
It's good to be back. Most of the time. So,
he's going
yes, I need several conversations. I have things to do. Yes. You do that, and I have some things I need to collect before we leave. People to talk to. I will see you in a moment.
Yeah, we'll talk when.
You blink, he's already gone.
Huh.
He's like
He kind of,
second floor, walking into like a closet.
He kind of
That is genuinely
looks around a bit bewildered, but then he seems to be very accepting of it very quickly, even though it's something new, just because this guy's been doing weird shit his whole life, let's be real. But yeah, he makes his way over to the corner where Serena is sleeping. And he just kind of kneels down a bit and very, very lightly kind of moves her. And kind of begins to kind of try to shake her awake, slightly jostle her.
She comes up groggy. Sleeping off some soreness, you know? But awake. What's going on?
Seems Seraphim's getting everybody ready to head to Bunker B for his operation, and I think you should go with him. Stretch your legs.
That sounds nice. So he's going ahead with the operation. He's doing that today.
Yeah, it seems something's going on with his head. Still seems, I'm guessing, still that pressure. That, you know, kind of fried the shit out of part of his brain.
All right. Give me a minute. Yeah, I'll be ready to go. I don't think I want to miss this. Whatever happens.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay by. If there's anything you need from me before you go, just you know where to find me. And he's kind of just lean up against here and kind of just watch the pillar, which hasn't been lighting up or anything. It's just been sitting there. He's just
What
kind
is
of
that, by the
switching
way?
from kind of beacon communications, something Vess got from one of his friends. Place he was right before he came here, talking to us for a bit, but it's been quiet for a little while now.
Well, hopefully it turns up, and she'll like kind of head downstairs with her bag. Smaller bag. This is a shower bag. Gotta get a morning clean in after goo and being shot. Well, shot and then goo and then sleeping on grass. It's real? Question mark. And then the magician will
Alright.
wander downstairs in search of Hammer first.
Alright, Hammer is... We'll say that he's left to the command room, and we'll say that you bump into him as he's leaving the command room. Because yeah, it's on the second floor, and you would be going down. So on the second floor, you bump into Hammer as he's kind of exiting here. He's taking a moment to check something on his data pad.
Ah, yes. Captain Sergeant. Yes. Yeah, take these. He hands you 2 stones and he says, give one to the angel boy. And don't hesitate. Hesitation equals death. You're a soldier, you know that. Don't hesitate.
Understood.
And then he kind of wanders off. Oops, hang on, let me switch.
As you wander off, Hammer casts Identify on the stone he's been given.
It is a sending stone. And one of them has a piece of paper stuck to, well, not stuck to it, but like he handed it to you with the paper on top of it.
Is the paper in something he can read?
It's just a little strip. It just has 10 numbers on it.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Hammer
in a
takes a
little
moment,
clump. Like
and
he's just
then
like walking down
he
the hallway.
walks. He kind of follows behind, but then he cuts and walks. And what is Raziel doing as Hammer kind of approaches?
Well, I'll do this a theatrical way. I've been working on the update for my new spell. Technically, I basically incorporated defibrillators into my robot,
Ooh,
so that I could use that as my revivify type of thing.
that's cool.
So that's what I was
Right.
tinkering with,
I like that.
and what I was
Hell yeah.
working on. So that's
Okay,
what I'd
so
be doing.
As you're kind of just silently tinkering and working by yourself, Hammer walks up behind you.
Hey, Hammer.
All right.
Oh, just trying to see if I can keep everybody alive a little longer if I can help it. Just talking about, and I tell him more or less what I was working on. How's your day going so far? Hopefully better than yesterday.
It's doing good. Did you hear the Seraphim over the comms?
Yeah, he got with me yesterday about wanting me to stay while he took a group out, just so I could help do exactly what I'm working on right now, keeping people alive. So what's our current
he just
plan for the day?
Seraphim is about to embark, and I believe they are going to be in the process of his surgery, and I was to bring you this, and he hands you the sending stone with the paper attached to it.
The one without the paper was for him. You would have
okay.
gleaned that just by the way he handed it to you. And like the one he was gesturing with about saying Razio, talking about the angel.
This one's for him.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Then he gives you the one without the paper.
It's just a little slip of paper with just a string of 10 numbers on it. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So what's this? It's a stone.
Seems to be.
Because I obviously wouldn't know what it was.
Right, yeah.
Seems to be an enchanted stone for communications, I believe. And how exactly do you just say something through the sending stone and it says it back through the other one?
I think the sending stone has a kind of. I'm kind of like loosey-gooseying it. Frankly, yeah. I still haven't decided and was torn between if it was just walkie-talkie function style sending stones or if it was just just you speak into it a message and then it sends it through once a day.
Okay. I was about to say I'm chill with either. I'm cool with walkie-talkie rules or.
Walkie-talkie sending sounds fun because he kind of. This one's a little bit tied in with Tilda's. Almost said Tasha's for a second. Of all things, I don't know why, but yeah.
So basically, Tilda's is a radio tower or a broadcast tower.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Wow. New form of calm. That's huge.
Huge.
It's very
Alright.
nice, actually.
Something that can't be intercepted.
That's the
And
idea. He knows how they
After
operate. So.
That's true. After Hammer hands you the sending stone and explains to you how it works, before he turns and leaves, he kneels down to kind of look you more in the face, and he just says, "You do a fine job of keeping us alive."
That's the hope. I try and help everybody I can, and I always have. It's just who I am. And I'll probably about that time, I'll probably go ahead and turn back around and start tinkering again, trying to make sure it was working properly. He'll see sparks flying off as I start trying to test it on shit to make sure it's given the right voltage.
We'll say that as he begins to walk away, yeah, he begins to see the sparking and the voltage and things of that nature, and he turns back around and just offers you a very shiny multi-tool.
Ooh.
Very pristine, very, very well kept. Try this.
Nice.
If you like how that works, I can make one that more fits your operating style. And he begins to just kind of make his way out.
Yeah, I'll start using his little multi-tool to with my tinkering to see how much it helps.
All right. And we will say he makes his way off over there, and we will come back to the magician as he comes into the infirmary with Seraphim.
He'll walk in and
Dr.
like look at Seraphim and Maxon. He'll kind of give a polite smile and just give him a nod. Look at Maxon, look at Seraphim, and he'll go, Scram, I need to have a conversation.
Look.
I'm just kidding. I need to have a moment, please.
That's fine. I also needed to have a conversation. Well, when we get everyone together, I'll get the conversation going too. Let's go, Max.
Sounds good. Door is open, as always.
All right, let's go. So I'm just gonna follow him out.
He's gonna walk in and he's gonna kind of lean on the wall by the door.
Doc Green has a medical bag sitting on one of the cots, and she is loading in various, which seem to be vials of Seraphim's blood, as well as other, like, biological samples and various records and instruments. She just turns back.
Who are you? If you know who I am, you know I am prone to mistrust of certain people on this planet. And people of elven kind, for reasons I'm sure you know, are among those.
I know who you are. And you have nothing to fear concerning me. Though. And she kind of just stops for a moment. And she takes her respirator off to reveal her mutation, her axolotl-like gills that kind of frill out from her neck and the bottom of her jaw.
I had heard some of you had been experiencing this.
You would immediately know this was you would immediately know this was one of the last things they did before well, you showed up. Anyone that strayed from the cause, the way they saw it was anyone that wanted to help any of the beasts survive, well, they could join them.
So where were you? Did you defect? Were you
Yes, I defected shortly before the bombs fell due to... She kind of pauses for a moment and you notice the gills, they kind of just flow nonchalantly, but they kind of freeze and tense up, kind of begin to move more radically as she pauses for a moment. Fear. What they would do to me. But
who's they? Were you a researcher of some kind?
I was a scientist.
He narrows
mainly
his
dealt
eyes.
I mainly dealt in biology and general physicians work and surgery, but they tried to move more of doctors and physicians and healers to genetics, and I only ever wanted to help people. You know just as well as I do how hard it is for our people to maintain themselves.
Well, then you have nothing to fear from me. Not as you did anyways. I'm not exactly a violent man, but...
If you could hear the stories they tell of you, you would be saying very differently. And as she says that, she kind of fixes her respirator back as she approaches.
He kind of like is a little more solemn as she says that. Just a pinch more sad than anything else. I'm not surprised.
What you did freed our people. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad I helped. Your thanks is misplaced. I didn't do it out of the goodness of my heart. I did it because I hated them. And I'd do it again. And that's what scares me. Let's go save another life before I think of something terrible to do again. Sounds like a better idea than standing here remembering violent acts. Especially with a doctor. A doctor and a magician. Hey? Let's go see if we can't trick some people into thinking the world's better than it actually is. And he kind of waves his hand. The door opens as he's not facing it and wanders out.
He gathers her things and follows you out as well. Where are you wanting everyone to meet up, Seraphim? Are we going up to the top, or are we meeting somewhere else?
All right, cool. Just like stumbling, leaning on Max, and just like, all right, get me to the roof.
Another stop at Hammer, no conversation needed. He just asks for coordinates, and then he sticks his head, and he also, like, as he's walking away after the coordinates, he goes, oh, that slip of paper, by the way, I don't know if you know what this means, but it's a phone number. And he just does that and walks out.
I straight up thought that fucking...
What'd you think it was?
No, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I thought that phone number was like, as soon as he fucking said the numbers on it, Tilda's just spouts this.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. The song was brought to you by the Shadow Government.
Dude.
And after that, he is ready.
Hammer just kind of gives the sending stone a somewhat of a puzzled look, but then he just goes back to what he is doing in there. But all right, yeah, so everyone that is going on the trip, make your way to the observing tower.
Seraphim's looking around, seeing if everyone's here. Green, Maxon, Magician, and then...
Magician's just inside, moving things around.
As you all step up there, Alex looks over to you. Serena's going to come too, but she's
Straggler.
getting ready, I think.
Need to wait on her.
And he's just kind of looking out the window.
And, not an important surprise, but a surprise nonetheless, just for fun. She comes upstairs looking much nicer than she has at all ever. And she kind of like looks around at everybody like standing in a circle, sort of. And she's like, did I miss something? She's like breakfast in her hands, like something, walking breakfast of some kind.
It's so surprising to see you in something that isn't heavily armored.
Well, I've never been to a city and not been on a mission, so you know, I felt like. Anyways, what's happening?
Okay. Seraphim takes out the book that he's been writing in the past however long it's been.
Brief point of order. I just realized nobody else has seen this yet. No scars. 0. The only person that's seen it is Alex, one of the Seraphims, not this one, and the Magician.
Yeah.
Completely scarless.
Doc
sure
Green.
After a second, it hits you.
Dot Green is, she looks up and just kind of stares for a moment. Good. And Alex is just kind of grinning as he sees Serena coming up the stairs.
She looks at her own.
scars.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're gone. And you see her. After a while, you'll start to notice it's like kind of a little bit of a nervous habit she's developed of checking the one on her, the one that was on her spine, which is like that was the big one. That was the scar. It was one of the surgery scars, but she like every now and then will reach up and do that and like feel for it. Almost like she's checking to make sure it's gone.
But Dot Green has moved over. She hasn't entered Tildus yet, but she is like eyeing it down.
The magician will step to the door and he'll look around. Welcome everyone to Tilda's that has not yet been inside and has not yet traveled. Some of you have. Yes, just do as I say and you will live. It's not that dangerous. He'll step away from the door.
I was gonna say that sounded kind of way more aggressive than last time.
Indeed.
I don't need the fear more than I already have. But before going in, Seraphim holds out the book that he's been writing in, all the notes and stuff he's been taking, and hands it to Dot Green. And looks at her and says, looks at everyone and says, these are the notes I've been writing. I don't come back and I'm non-compliant. This tells what to do with the technology it's for the cloning tech. How to use it. I don't know if anyone's figured it out, but I plan on using this technology to bring myself and the other me's back. It can be done, but it will take a while.
We're going to need quite the supply of pods, genetic material. Dot Green is saying this as she's kind of looking over your notes. Planning on finding this at that facility, are we?
I'm hoping. Even if we gotta do it one at a time, keeping everything stored. I'll find a way, and hopefully, if I'm not staying, then I'll come back. It's all written in Celestial too, don't forget about such.
Okay, then never mind. Dot Green can't read it then. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
So in other words, you're going to need Alexander or me to translate.
Yeah, you're gonna need Alexander or Raziel to help you look over these notes if, like I said, if I'm not back and I'm non-compliant.
A book knocks on the floor just at the door of Tilda's right next to Dot Green's feet. And it just is like a book of Celestial. Magician's nowhere to be seen. He's like off somewhere else in Tilda's, like you can't even see him.
Well, I guess if you want to go the hard way, yeah, that's one way to do it. Word by word. Maybe...
Just as an emergency, she says as she kind of picks it up and adds it to her collection of things, and she begins to find a place to set them down in Tilda's. I will place her here. As everyone begins to board, Alex kind of walks over to Maxon. And just kind of gives him, kind of looks him up and down. Well, take it easy while you're there, kid. Make sure you get them all back here.
He just looks at her and gives her a smile and says, I'll make sure nobody dies," or in some kind of like joking way.
Sounds good. And Alex will just kind of make his way back over to the edge. And is there anything else you're going to do, Maxon, before you make your way into Tildus? Or are you going to just go ahead and step in?
I'm gonna step in.
All right.
Yes, Seraphim speaks up, but again, another thing. And he pulls out the cred stick and looks around. Who wants to hold on to this? Hammer gave it to me. It's more money. He did ask that he did want us to bring back people to help defend the Hab. I told him that was a bad idea. But we resolved it by saying if maybe one person could get our situation down. And then there's more money for other necessities, medicine, maybe more food, whatever else. But I'd say this now before I forget. And he holds it out to somebody who wants to take it off of me.
Serena will look at Maxon and extend her hand.
Seraphim hands it to Serena. Don't drop it. Or
Before
break
we
it.
leave, by the way, Alexander. She fucking change of tone. She walks back out of Tildus towards Alex. She's, I owe you something, by the way. We've been busy for several days, and I have not had a chance. And she's like walking at you with a purpose, and she does not look happy.
You notice after she...
Whoa.
I will say, after she like snapped at him and started marching over, you notice he kind of like stiffens up, almost like a soldier at ease, kind of looking at her.
She walks up and, with regular human strength and not putting her full, obviously into it, because that would be not constructive. But she does give him enough of a slap to sting, right across the face, and she goes, "Don't you ever run off again. They are relying on you. And if you take off in a drunken stupor and tell no one that you're leaving, how does that help us?" And she pokes his forehead as she goes, "Think next time." Da?
Yeah. And he just nods to her. Won't happen again, I promise.
Scared me there for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. We need you, my friend.
And he kind of once again just kind of playfully like, well, I guess knowing Serena, he punches her shoulder but a little bit harder. Go have some fun, kid. I ain't going anywhere.
She looks in his eyes again. She goes, "She's gonna be fine, by the way. Don't think about it too much." And she'll kind of turn and go back inside.
Okay. Then, is there anything else that anybody here on the Hab wants to do? I do not have a map for Bunker B yet, but I can at least describe it to you guys. So, but yeah, if there's anything that anybody wants to do here,
I just have
going
one
to be
quick
here
question.
at the Hab. Yeah, what's up?
You gave me a multi-tool. Is that basically an all-purpose tool, or is that just a random multi?
Oh no, it's the item. I couldn't remember its actual name, so I just called it a multi-tool.
Okay, so it's the all-purpose tool.
Yeah.
Is it a regular one, like a regular uncommon?
This one that it's Manus, or I keep saying
It's his
Manus because we're
personal one?
talking about so much tech. It is Hammer's multi-tool. It is his, so it is a. It's
You
the
got
+2 one.
uncommon, rare.
Yeah, it's
The
the
crazy
rare
part is I
one.
don't even think anything when you say Manus, because I'm so used to it.
I'm just checking
No, I
because
know.
Cross-compatible.
that'll slightly change some
That's
stuff
crazy.
Cross compatible.
that I may do. Because it can give me a while I have it, it can give me a random cantrip from any class for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Just
So yeah,
check
his is the rare one. No, I meant to tell you and I forgot, but yeah, that is his. So he is expecting
Yeah,
it
he will
back,
get it
but it is
back,
the
yeah.
rare one. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
I want it back. It's
You
not
gotta get it
yours.
But yeah, so all right. If not, we will take a moment on Tildus.
He will turn and point
I
his
will
hand
just
at the
hover.
door, and he'll just say, "Anyone else need to go and slap Alex? That was quite hilarious, actually." He wasn't there before, by the way. He just, like, after your conversation, he's just, like, reappeared downstairs at the column with his hand out. Nope, we're all done? All right.
I don't think I have a need to slap Alex.
Door slams and he goes, "Too bad, you said it too late. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands inside the vehicle." I'm just kidding. Just, hold on. And he'll, walk over and type in a number. And he'll go, I'll do it this time. And you watch him walk around the column, and then, you hear a lever pull upstairs. Then you hear one on the second floor, and then you hear something move on the other side. And then he walks around from the other side of the column on the first floor and does another thing. Then he puts his hand on the big switch, and he goes, "Ready?" He'll pull it all the way down, and then the loud crackling and somewhat tearing sounds begin. And about 10 seconds goes by. And he stands there with his hands in front of him, just kind of waiting. And he'll look at his wrist where there's no watch and he'll go, wait, I don't want to watch. Lift it back up again. And we're there. Okay. And he'll swish his hand, door opens.
Okay.
Well, everyone, we have arrived at the place for stuff. I don't know exactly where we are, to be honest. I don't know what coordinates he gave me. I just know I asked for some useful ones.
So with Tilda's being the way it is, being that it is a magical, otherworldly item, do you think it would put it in the subterranean parts of Bunker B, or would it put you at the actual entrance on land? Or
wherever there is a wall that makes sense.
okay, then we will say that it will put you
Subject to, like, anti-magic or anti-teleportation stuff as well, and dispelling. Like, it's subject to that kind of stuff as well. But if there's nothing in place, it's just a wall.
We will say that it will open into. It is in Bunker B, but you all cannot tell which part until you exit.
Have any of you ever been here before? I didn't think to
haven't.
ask.
I don't know where we are.
I look back
I
out of
just
the
know
door.
we needed to be here.
Shit. Well. Bunker B, here we go. I'm gonna stick his head out the door. Are we coming?
As you stick your head out, you see a large glass wall with a sickly green hue glowing behind it, and various mutated fish occasionally swimming by.
He'll pull back into Tillis and look at everyone. If we're all eaten by mutant fish, it's not my fault. I blame Hammer. And he'll walk out.
What? Seraphim
And
pokes his head out.
As you exit, Magician, you see more of the room. And Seraphim, since you have a better perception, you stick your head out a bit further and see that you are in a giant, it's almost like an amphitheater, with one giant glass wall viewing the ocean and leading to various underwater habs through glass tunnels that kind of dot here. Let me go to the map. That go out from the beach here, under the water, very, very low in the deep sea here in this deep area of the water. And but you also see in this amphitheater that there are various shops, and as well as other doors and other pathways into Bunker B. If you want to, you could just play whatever town music we had for Bunker A if you wanted.
Sounds good.
It's the same radio station.
Pull up the old Drellion music for Inside Tilda's now that the kind of magical like ooh traveling astral sea plane device thing is worn off. I just go with the Wizard Tower music.
Hell yeah. But yeah, they we'll say that since it's pretty early in the morning, there just seems to be a few shops opening up, and there is there seems to be a big food stand in the middle. That seems to be the most active thing. There's some people there sitting around eating what seem to be bowls of noodles with seafood on top.
Aquatic. Food would sound good right now, but I don't think they'd want me to eat before surgery. If you guys need to have something, I'll sit down. Otherwise, I'd say let's just try to find the doctor.
As the last person steps out, the magician steps back towards Tilda's, pulls the door closed, and reaches up just hanging in the door frame, and he pulls two, like, you didn't see them before, but now you see them, two strings, and he pulls them down, and you watch the entrance to Tilda's close down, and a bag is just there, dangling from the strings that he's holding. And he wraps them around and then sticks it inside his coat. Ready?
Ready? I did not know it could fucking do that.
Indeed, took me a while to figure out that it could go back to a bag. Can be pretty handy. Unless you're in, say, a desert, then it can be a nightmare. Where the hell are you supposed to put it in a desert? There's no flat surfaces and dunes.
It's flat in the sand.
And the ground is a little inconvenient. Shall we find the correct surgeons and hospital to see you?
Let's try.
To just cut you to pieces. Absolutely a million pieces. Or at least 9 separate pieces from one.
Let's find out. Let's get going.
And he will start walking and he'll go, like, I say probably for about 5 minutes, and then he'll stop on like a street corner or whatever and just kind of like, I forgot. I don't know where I'm going.
We'll say that rather than
like
a street corner, you walk up closer to the food stand, and since with his notoriously bad perception, I want him to give me a perception roll.
Oh, it's his insight. I mixed that up last session, by the way. It was his insight that's bad. His perception is good. I confused. Yeah. I don't know how I did that. I confused. Oh, it's Serena that's not great with perception. His is actually a +7. It's not bad. I will roll one nonetheless. That is, oh boy, 25.
You see that the man behind the counter of this noodle shop has he has one normal arm, but on his where his right shoulder is, he has 3 smaller mechanical arms, all connected to the same socket. All, like, one is chopping seafood, one is preparing like some kind of rice or grain, and the other one is wrapping everything and preparing it with the other hand. Like, he is just like saying they're just like getting like maki rolls, bowls of noodles, just slicing seafood for the just to sell for the day.
Hell yeah.
My good friend, I need to ask you a question. It is pretty important. My friend here, he has been speaking about seeing strange ghosts, and he's been talking to himself quite often. I'm a little bit concerned, and I would like to know where the hospital is. See, he's doing it now.
He's just starting to just look at you. He's not saying anything. He wants to, but he's not. Just
He looks
yes,
up to
he's
you. And you see
riddled with
now.
ghosts and spirits, and I need a hospital.
You see now that it is a middle-aged half-elf. And he kind of looks to you and stops doing what he's doing, like with the food and everything, and kind of walks up. Bud's a loon, huh?
Yeah, he's loon.
Shit, that'll happen. Running out in them wastes.
Yep, I caught him talking to a doll this morning. It was interesting. Yesterday
one
he
of
told
the
me his
metallic
hand was
hands-
had stolen his fork yesterday morning.
The chef looks over to you, Seraphim, and just kind of raises an eyebrow as one metallic hand is scratching his chin, while another one is scratching the top of his head, and the other one is just kind of twirling a knife as he thinks and ponders.
Can I do something funny too?
Yeah, go for it.
So
boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and I would need to make like a deception roll, right?
Well, what are you trying to do? Explain it to me.
Well, Maxim's gonna just pretend to try to be like not scared, but very unsettled. He just looks at the guy and tries to give him like the most disturbed look.
Yes, see his
I
face.
don't know what's
We are
I don't know what's
concerned.
wrong with him. Like, I turn to him and I like, not to the chef. I look at wait, hold on. Who's talking right now?
The magician.
Magician. Okay, yeah. So I look to the magician. I'm like, yeah, but don't forget what happened last week. Remember?
Yes, of course. Last
We
week.
don't talk
yeah, I
about
was gonna
last
say.
week.
You don't even have to roll for that. This guy immediately Seraphim. You notice he like his expression like goes from like kind of nonchalant to like he looks a little concerned now, looking you up and down.
Yeah, and Seraphim's just like not saying a goddamn word. He looks pissed, so when he looks at this guy, it is just an angry look for no reason. Just his normal,
Christ.
just normal
All right,
squint. Just
I also suspect piles. But we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
you're gonna
throttle
need to
you.
go down. Jesus fuck. You're gonna need to go past
See?
the. You're gonna need to go through the botanical gardens and you see he's fiddling with the edge of the knife now with one of the other metallic hands. You're gonna need to take a left, and then the medical bay should be past the Marine Biology Center.
Right. Let's head that way. Let's get this man some help. Onwards.
Hey, before you go, do you need anything to eat?
He looks at the others. We'll be back. You know, kind of. Yes, we'll be back.
I'll be back.
He just he nods and he just goes back to preparing food.
He's going to head that way, and the first corner they round, he's going to go. And he just lose it.
Maxim, he has his hands crossed and he's just like smiling. He's like, wow, that actually worked.
We could have just said I was going in for surgery, fuckhead.
Oh no, I can't even imagine. How would he know that you needed surgery?
Well, he knows I
As
need
you all-
something.
As you all are walking, as you walk towards the door that kind of leads to what it says is the science wing, you do pass some doors that lead to like the sides of the bunker that have tabs. There are a few people coming out, and they begin to kind of just walk past you as they go about to do their tasks in the bunker. I will say, those of you that were in Bunker A, Bunker B is way more spacious it feels like it is actively being added on to and built upon. Bunker A felt almost cramped and old, where this feels new. It feels more advanced. Like they're actively building onto it day by day. You can actually see out in the water there are construction crews beginning to add things to the bottom of the water.
I read a book about a place like this once.
How did that end?
You don't want to know. Founded by a
Great.
mad doctor, and they broke all the rules.
That's just what I want to hear before we go into surgery. All right, fuck it, let's go.
I didn't really think that through.
No, you didn't. You've been
Whoops,
thinking a lot of other
that
things
makes
through.
Serena laugh.
But yeah, as you're walking, you make your way out of the pavilion area and begin to make your way through the botanical gardens, which are these giant hydroponic fields that are in the hab tubes in between the pavilion area and the science wing. And it's just various foliage, various fruits, vegetables, all being grown in grow light. If you just look past them, you can see outside into the ocean as all the fish and other aquatic things begin to swim by, as well as some rusted metal, trash, pieces of driftwood, things of that nature, things that would have just floated into the water.
Before we move into the hospital, I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh no, yeah, you're good. I was gonna give you guys some time to kind of like look around or anything as we were walking through.
Oh yeah, give me a second. I'll also take a bathroom break.
Yeah, go for it. It's all good.
I do want to maybe grab a bite.
Okay. So are you gonna hang back and get some food, Maxon?
I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to
Okay.
tap Seraphim on the Seraphim over the shoulder and just be like, "Take care, buddy."
Okay. He stepped away for a bathroom break, so we'll stay with you for a moment then, Maxon. So
Okay.
are you gonna just eat at the diner here?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, then as you take a seat, you are the he stops with a
You're getting choppy. You might wanna go back.
You're breaking up hard.
Hard.
A second.
You're roboting
What's going on?
hard for a second.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
doing
going
it
for
at
very
the
long.
Okay. Whew.
Seemed to be a hiccup.
But yeah, as you sit down, Maxon, the chef stops preparing food and just walks over and hands you a menu.
I'll just tell him,
Got a
thank you.
discount on noodle bowls today. Otherwise, got catch of the day, rice.
So he just looks to the chef and tells him, "Well, this is my first time here, so give me whatever you think is whatever the chef's special is for today."
I'm back.
All right. And you see him, he takes the menu from you and walks over to his cutting board, and he pulls out what looks like we'll say like a 4-foot lobster with like an anglerfish's mouth essentially, but it has this like strange kite, like it has this chitinous shell all over it, and he kind of just begins to slowly pick the legs and claws off, and he flips it over and cracks the head open, but then just kind of begins to cook the head meat and everything in the shell over a fire as he begins to put spices and pour in the meat from the legs and other parts, and kind of begins to boil it together as he grills the tail. And as he boils some noodles, he's like, Where are you and your group from? As he's just kind of looking away from you, preparing everything.
We're from further up. We just got here earlier today. We had to go see as of right now, one of our friends is about to undergo surgery. You know, he's got like this mind problem going on. He kind of like does a hand gesture where he puts like both of his hands to the side of where his temples are and does like a little circle thing with them.
Fucking cuckoo. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from what I gather, that guy sounded like a psycho.
Yeah. He just
I mean, sure
and then he drops the expression, gets super serious out of nowhere, looks to the Seth and goes, "We don't talk about last week."
Whatever you do, we don't talk about it.
And everybody here everybody here that overhears that is probably going to be forever wondering what the hell happened last week.
Wonder what happened last week. You just shake your head wide-eyed.
Guess in the world we live in today, you can't be too choosy with your company. He says as
And then as an attempt to make a more interesting conversation, he tells him, "I'm not even from here. I actually came off-world."
off-world.
Yeah. Oh, he just looks up for a second, realizes, oh, that's right, I forgot. People on this planet don't really leave much, do they?
Really just knew about space junk, metal, statues. We got a pretty good exhibit on off-world artifacts somewhere in the science wing. I can't remember.
He puts his hand up to the sky and he's like, he puts his hands together, puts them up, and just spreads them out. I came from somewhere far away.
Well, kid, all I gotta say is, welcome to Bunker B. And he sets down. It is a bowl of soup that is inside this strange crab fish creature's skull, and it has the legs poking out with some very thin noodles and meat in it, as well as the grilled tail and what seems to just be a small bowl of rice with some kind of dipping sauce.
Sounds fire, actually.
Huh. And then he tells us that, well, I've
Actually,
definitely
that's
never
not
seen this back home, so this is a first.
I will say, smell-wise, Maxon, it smells like lobster, but it also has this strange, almost like a bacon fat smell too.
Oh.
Oh.
It is a very, very, like, it doesn't, like, it smells familiar,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
his
like
expression.
very...
He's kind of just like, I want to say above table, Maxon would actually be kind of happy because it's like, hey, bacon, just like back home.
No, yeah. It smells familiar, but like looking down at this strange chitinous fish and smelling bacon is a very, very strange, odd. But yeah, he after he slides it to you, he's like, "It's on the house, kid." Yeah, from what you've been explaining to me, it sounds like you could use a break.
You're welcome.
God fucking damn it.
I want to say
That's
something
funny
to
as
just scare the hell.
hell.
I want to say something to scare the hell out of the guy, but I don't know if I should because he seems like a really nice dude.
If you were wondering if I just make the same character every time, you now know. No, I don't. My characters are very, very, very different. And this one gets you free food by telling lies.
That's fucking funny.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, not to scare him, but just to like try to see his reaction. I'm gonna get serious. And have you ever seen your friend in front of you realize that he turns into a 4'9" animal and then have to fight a demon in space?
Yeah.
There's no context to the way he says that. There's no context. He just says it.
And it sounds like you're the one who needs to fucking go to the hospital.
I immediately flashed to that fucking old man on the farm in Napoleon Dynamite. Boy, I don't understand a word you just said.
Literally, yeah, like he's like,
That is amazing.
kid, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Okay.
Like he's very bewildered, like you've confused the hell out of this man.
But at the same time, he knows
Literally.
but at the same time, he knows he's not even from the same planet. So is he telling the truth?
I was about to say, you were his first customer for the day, and you've set a weird tone for his day. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love walking
yeah,
into a room and changing the vibe.
Then I will say you guys make your way into the science wing, and as you enter, you come into glass dome pab underneath the water with a pathway that leads to the surgery wing specifically. There's a less, this is more like the trauma area and like big surgeries. There is an actual doctor's office for more minor things closer to the entrance of the vault.
As we're walking
But there's
along,
the surgery wing.
I want to insight check Seraphim really quick. I want to know,
Go for it.
is Seraphim nervous?
Are you trying to hide being nervous, Seraphim? Or is this open knowledge?
It's kind of open. He's kind of wearing it on his face. He's still sweating.
Okay.
Kind of leaning up on somebody. Just it's on his face.
Serena
I
will
will
walk.
make you-
I'm head
I
in
will make
my.
you roll for it
Go
then.
ahead.
I will make you roll for it, then you can tell that Seraphim is
Okay.
nervous.
So, she, in my head, she's been walking kind of in the middle behind everybody, and she'll walk around to his left side with her right arm and like hook her arm through his and just like walk with him for a minute. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling about as good as I think I'm going to feel for a while.
It's a pretty big thing you've got going here.
There's a part of me that doesn't want to say goodbye. But I don't know what's going on with my head anymore.
Never say
After all-
goodbye, it's boring. And he just kind of like looks back and goes, sorry, habit.
No, you're right. See you later would be more apt, but even then, I don't know how long that'll be. It might be a moment for me, but who knows how long it'd be for y'all.
Who knows when you're coming back? That's my
That's what I'm
philosophy.
saying. Just I hope a good one stays. I hope I don't cause you too many problems, too much trouble. Hope it's not him.
Well, I've kind of spent my whole life causing trouble. So, you know, you kind of got me out of a pretty bad spot that no one was going to get me out of. There was no help, and yeah, I had no one, and now I have whatever we are, this group. And these two old men. How have you know? I'm only about. I've lost track.
Old.
90 something. That's young for an elf. Asshole.
Old. All right, Grandpa.
Yeah, she's also old. Very old. Old man. He counts again. Yes, 90, I think. I stopped counting at 40.
It's a shame. So old he's forgotten.
Considering what I just did, I can't negate that. Perhaps
I don't know.
the age of an elf is somewhat of a curse. And it is this exact subject that makes it so.
Old.
Maybe we should talk to the doctor about giving him some pills for his memory.
Sending stone beeps in his pocket, and he hears, "Old man, what are you doing?" Sorry, had to.
I earned that. Very much.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, as you all enter the science wing, there is the wing for surgery, there is the wing for the museum, and then there is the wing for that leads to the other just various science branches and rooms.
Well, they made it kind of obvious.
That's what I will say. As you are all walking through here, it is very apparent that Bunker B is far more science and research based, because not only is this feel new, it feels very clean. Like, there's no rust like there is in Bunker A. There's no hissing gears, hydraulics and coolant being spilled and needing to be patched with duct tape. It's all just clean, concise. Everything's where it needs to be. You can tell where everything is.
These are some of those, and that they actually stopper their test tubes. Yes, very clean place. I like this.
I
Is that the
didn't
thing?
think
You
it could
stop
be
on
this
test
clean.
tubes? I don't do that kind of science. That was a joke. But it is clean, and I like it. I guess we should go. I don't do medical science. Do we? I guess go to the reception desk. Is that a thing? I'm gonna go to
There
hospitals
That's
often.
the question. Is there a reception
As-
desk first?
As you look into the area of the surgery wing, you do see there is someone there at a desk. There are a few chairs, but there aren't a lot. I will say that there are 4.
As I
Lined up
spot all
against-
this, he'll like kind of look at Doc Green and kind of like you might want to take the lead. I don't know what I'm just
He
Walk up
steps
there with
forward
you,
and
Doc.
I have spoken to them on the overcomms many times, but I've never been here before. But yes, Seraphim, come with me, and we will speak with them. And she makes her way up to the desk, and at the desk is it's an older human woman, just typing away on a data pad. She seems to have a pair of bifocals. She seems to be slightly adjusting them to read something on the screen before going back to typing. And she looks over to Doc Green and Seraphim. Yes, what is it?
I believe I have an appointment.
What is your name?
What'd you put my name down as, Doc? Seraphim or Reese
Name
Crane?
Put it down as the name you gave me, Seraphim. Ah, yes,
Seraphim.
Sarah. Fim.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Fim, if you would please sit down.
Oh my god, Mr. Finn.
every
That is
muscle in my body to
amazing,
not go. Mike Wazowski.
Always
Oh my
watching,
God.
Wazowski.
can't go back to
Always
jail.
watching.
No, yeah,
Okay,
she's-
had to get that out of the way. Now that it's
I
in
heard
here,
it too. As did it, I heard it too. I was like, this.
I was
love
fighting it
this
so
character.
hard. It was like I was like twitching.
I love this lady.
But yeah, she after a moment, before she tells you to sit down, she actually slides you a data pad with just some an information thing for you to fill out, just like a medical history thing.
Oh, great. Yeah, he
If
takes
you
her.
could fill this out for me, and then I will make sure that the room is prepped for you, and we will have you, a doctor and a nurse see you prep. Is there anything else that you need?
I think I'm good. And he hobbles over to a chair. He starts filling out the questionnaire.
One of the questions you see on it is asking you about your violent tendencies.
Oh, fuck.
And you remember it from Bunker A.
Oh my god. I think this time I can handle it a little bit better. Violent tendencies. Maybe if I put the reason for surgery as getting rid of violent personalities. So yes, I don't know.
Then as you are filling it out, what is everyone else doing? Maxon, after you finished eating, did you make your way to the surgery wing as well, or were you going to hang out in Bunker B and kind of explore some more?
I was going to explore just a little bit more.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to you in a moment then. I didn't know if you were coming back or not. Alright, then as Seraphim is filling out his paper, Dot Green sits down next to you, Seraphim, and kind of begins to almost walk you through it. Like, before you can even write down your own medical information, she's like, write this down, put this here.
Okay.
This is that.
Makes sense. Yeah, I remember that.
Alright. Then what is Serena and the Magician doing in this little moment?
Waiting patiently. He's telling her probably about the equations he put in and fixed. They're just kind of conversing back and forth about that.
As they converse, there is a thud at the top of the dome. And those that look up see a pretty big mutated fish with a lot of sharp teeth bumping against the top of the hab. And then after a moment, there's a small submersible drone that kind of goes out and just kind of chases it off with a essentially just a log stick just kind of poking at it and just kind of scaring it off.
What the fuck?
I feel bad for the geneticists on this planet. To track all of these mutations that are forced by the ongoing radiation sounds terrible.
This is why I didn't deal with animals.
And kind of like shake his head. That field is probably filled with dread and overworked people, I can imagine.
As Seraphim, as you are sitting there, and you're about to finish filling out the form, there's an announcement over the intercom, and there's a bit of a jingle, and then, good morning, residents. Those of you that are rising for morning shifts, thank you for your service. And those of you that are going to bed, thank you. And then after another quick jingle, it just kind of stops.
I was gonna say screw you or something.
I will say there is a bit more foot traffic, not in the surgery wing itself, but as just outside, especially going into the marine biology part of the wing, because it's in the middle actually. There's a lot of people that seem to be circling around something. A lot of lab coats too, I will say. Most people that are in this part are wearing lab coats except for you.
Really got something good going on here.
Let's get this campaign in lab coats.
All right, yeah. If you as you finish up, Seraphim, do you just take it back up there to the lady?
He finishes filling it out and hands it back to her.
Oh, he's watching.
Give me a moment. She says as she takes the form and walks to the back. And then everybody that wants to give me a perception roll, which I guess is really just Seraphim and
Yay!
Serena and the Magician.
Oh yeah,
I
true.
wanna.
I'm one of those that's there. I should roll. Serena, I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna roll them and then leave them separate dice. Let's see. Let's see. That is 15 for the Magician. And... oh, right, that went up. An 18 for Serena. I'm at a +5 now.
I
And
got
then
a
Seraphim, what did you get?
26.
All right, so I'm going to describe what Serena and the Magician see first, because you guys were close enough. You basically perceived the same thing, and then I will say, I will add what Seraphim catches with his higher roll, because Dot Green did not catch whatever it was. He was talking. We'll say that she went to she went back behind the doors as that lady took your form back. But Serena and the Magician, you hear splashing water, like outside of the surgery wing. You hear water and splashing and some murmurs. And Seraphim, you're actually able to hear the murmurs and saying, "New record. Is he gonna be okay? Been down there a long time." But it's a lot of water splashing, almost thrashing, and water like splashing up and around, and some people's kind of shouting, and other various machines beginning to kind of power up and on.
Is this like accessibly like peekable? Is this like just outside of a door, or is this like far down a hallway and around a corner?
From what you're hearing, you assume it's whatever is going on in the middle where you saw a bunch of people gathered around. There did seem to be some kind of open space, what might have been a pool of some kind, but you're assuming whatever splashing and thrashing is coming from there. But yeah, no, it would just take like you peeking your head out the door to kind of you would have to make another perception roll, but you would be able to at least gather some information from sticking your head out.
So they're both curious.
Peek.
3 heads
Yeah.
sticking out the door.
Then yeah, whoever would like to then roll perception again real quick for me.
Oh my god.
I rolled 2 natural ones for both the Magician and Serena. I'm going to go jump off the nearest cliff.
Don't worry, I took all your luck. I rolled a 28 that time.
That's insane.
Shit. So the Magician and
fucking-
Serena, as you
They walk into each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep bumping into each other trying to look out. And Seraphim, as you look out, you see a bunch of people gathered around a large pool that seems to be opening out into the water, and it seems to be an entrance into the hab from the ocean itself. And there seems to be certain things like floating up and thrashing. They seem to like fish with various tags, other aquatic creatures. And then right at the end of it, this medium-sized, I'll say, submersible pops up out of the water and begins to float in the water along with a bunch of other metal rusted trinkets and things of that nature.
We're doing something underwater, but I don't know what. I don't know what would be thrashing around that hard.
And around that time that you say that, you see a giant... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say a plesiosaur-looking creature is like hoisted up into the pad area.
Oh, what the shit?
And a winch comes down from the ceiling to pick it up and hold it up in the air above the water. And the submarine opens, and you see a couple of people jump out and take off some diving helmets. They seem to be putting harpoons out and setting down various equipment. Seems they just went on a hunt. Not only did they bring back a bunch of fish and some artifacts, but they also brought this back. Everybody, I will say everybody was able to see them hoisted up, but you were too busy bubbling over who was going to look out after Seraphim to see the initial rise to the water.
They brought back food. That's what this was.
That is... I don't know what that is.
An abomination. And Seagram just walks back in. I don't want to look at that anymore.
I will say though,
Wait,
it's
am I
like
there? Am I there too, or no?
If you wanted to have started heading this way, you could have.
You are cutting out again.
Oh, I'm moving away from my PC. Give me one sec. I had to get up for a moment, and I'm like, there's a wall like between me and my PC. All right, is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Then, are you making your way over to the surgery area, Maxon?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, we'll say as you're walking up, you see as this giant sea beast is being hoisted into the middle of the science wing, and it seems to not just be like a plesiosaur. It also has seems to be almost beginning to mutate like arms and claws. But yeah, you begin to make your way over to the,
Absolutely just fucking hideous. I've already got enough on my mind.
Is it weird that I want to ride it?
Not really.
Nah, I guess not.
That sounds absolutely terrifying. I don't know why I would want to do that. Anyways.
Now, as you all enter the surgery wing again, there is a nurse standing there. It's a very young human, very young, I would say 19-year-old. Is there he walks up to you, Serena. Seraphim?
It's just Seraphim for now. That's me.
He looks to you, Seraphim, and looks down at the data pad, and then types. Instead of asking you how it's spelled, he just removes the space in between Sarah and Fim.
Yeah, that's right.
This way.
And he,
Are you bringing anyone back with you for the pre-op?
He looks for Doc Green.
He already went back.
I guess I'll be back. You guys have fun, and I'll see you all again one day.
After
I'm sure
looking,
we will.
After looking the data pad over, the nurse says, surgery should only take a few hours. Recovery should be about a day or so.
And let's go.
For the body.
Take me with you.
And he opens the door and motions you to the back, Seraphim. Okay.
Nerve whacking.
And then as that happens, before we do anything else in Bunker B, we're gonna hop back over to the Hab with everybody else. Stone or Raziel, who wants to pick up for this little intermission? What are you guys gonna do for the day?
I think Stone actually does kind of want to explore outside, but he also doesn't want to leave the Hab defenseless either.
Oh, I mean, it still has like the. I mean,
I was about to say,
still
it's still
turns
got
into a
big-ass
giant robot.
guns.
Yeah, I mean, it turns into a giant robot with guns, so like you're good to scout around. It's just more like nobody being here to help Hammer run things. But if you're just like out scouting, that's fine. If you want to do that, just roll me a survival and a perception. Both of those rolls.
Survival and perception.
Would you have asked if I wanted to go with you?
Probably.
Yes, you could also.
Yes,
Okay.
I probably would have done that.
Then
Because
Raziel,
I don't
you
have
can-
anything specific for myself, so I probably would have seen if you wanted me to just come with you.
Then yeah, Raziel, if you want to go, you can also
Okay,
roll
so-
both of those rolls, or you can roll one and he can roll the other, or you can just help him for both. It's whatever you guys want to do.
You said survival?
Survival and perception. I'm gonna need both of those rolls from one of you in whatever combination you guys want to
How
do.
good are you in survival and perception?
Well, they're both +4 for me.
Mine's +2 each.
Okay. then I
Okay, so
should
if you want to help him, then you can give him advantage on both. As you guys are going to dedicate today to trying to find more spinal hounds, more of Stone's species.
That is 23 on survival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that with the help action? Was that an advantage?
Help action gives.
This was
advantage.
just the base roll. I didn't add anything aside from
Then
my survival modifier.
roll
Roll
again.
a second one. See if you get better.
And then
Yeah,
pick
okay.
the higher.
Okay, well, yeah, my first roll was higher.
Okay, so 23 for your survival, and then roll perception for it. Roll 2 more for your perception rolls, and pick the higher of those.
Can I throw a guidance on that?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
it's a
9
plus
on
a
the
D4.
first roll. Let's see the second one. That's 12 on the second roll.
So what was the higher of the two?
12 was definitely the higher of the two.
Okay, so
And
add a
that's plus
d4 to
4?
the 12. Yeah.
Add a D4.
Or that's +4 for your own thing. Oh wait, no. So yeah, plus D12 or D4. Roll one.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a D4.
Because that's my guidance.
Alright, give me a second here. Okay, plus a D4, which is just the... Yeah, okay, I see it. Haven't rolled my D4 yet. I'm kind of excited. And that is a 4 on the D4.
So 16. Okay, so both of those. Okay. So as you guys spend the day looking, you don't notice anything that shows immediate activity, but Stone, you do begin to pick up that you definitely think there's been movement through here, just based on not only there's not really any signs of your kind spinal hounds, but things that you would hunt if you were out in the wild move through here a lot. So you assume that you're moving where prey would be, and that's a good sign.
That is actually a very good sign.
So you're thinking that you're on the right track, but it's not here. This is too open. You're kind of in the middle of like smaller mountain ranges right now where you are on the continent. So you're assuming that you're on a prey trail in between where spinal hounds probably would live and interact.
Okay.
So moving more towards the land bridge and the more mountainous areas over on that side of the planet. or it's definitely, you think there you would definitely have luck?
More of a movement area.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Guess we're just gonna keep progressing then.
No, yeah, I was about to say, if there's anything else that you guys are going to do here on the hab, like, feel free. I want to give you guys as much time as...
We should probably get some supplies if we're gonna go out scouting. That's what I'm...
No, yeah. I was
thinking
about to
here.
say, with you both being experienced, like, survivalists out in the waste, I'll definitely let you guys collect, like, 3-4 pounds of meat and pelts. As well as if you guys wanted to, like, look for any roughage, you guys could definitely find a few pounds of irradiated fruit and veggies.
That work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic
And yeah.
resources to help with the hab in general.
There is, you guys do have mining stuff, but you would also need, like, coordinates to mine to just keep you from digging in the dirt all day.
That works. Might as well just take the stuff anyway, because if we find even anything close, stone could be more than capable of just pulling something out.
Oh yeah, but yeah. If there's anything specific, we can do that. But if not, I'll transition back over.
Nothing for me, really.
Yeah, same.
Okay. How are we doing on time? Are we good to go for a bit longer, or do we need to?
See. I got like a good 20-25 minutes.
Okay, we'll go for a bit longer then. Then as we move things back over to Bunker B, before we pick back up with Seraphim, as he goes back into the back, what do the Magician and Serena do? As well as Maxon, as you all are just kind of standing there after a few seconds have passed since the nurse took Seraphim back for pre-op.
The magician has set himself on the path of going back to that fish booth after smelling the wafting scents off of Maxon as he returned. Definitely want a piece of that.
I will say, smelling it definitely smells familiar. Very familiar to you, specifically the seafood. There's a lot of seafood in New Haven because it was right near the water where the freshwater and the saltwater met. So they ate a lot of seafood there. So
Definitely a nostalgia.
Exactly.
Which, him saying something along those lines, I'll spare everyone a conversation with myself, but that definitely sparks a conversation at minimum with Serena about, like, having seen the tent and the town and what it was like. They definitely talk about that while they eat with Maxon as well.
Okay. So yeah, as you all go back and as the Magician and Serena eat, Maxon, what are you doing as they sit down back at the noodle stand and eat? You both notice that he also gives you both free. He doesn't even let you order. He just puts 2 of what he gave Maxon in front of you and just says it's on the house. Don't worry.
Just take it.
He just goes back to help some of the other patrons that are there. There are a lot more people here now that let's say it's about 9 a.m.
He goes and reaches for his pocket. Right, yes, we're on the fucking data stick things and such. I almost think I somewhat prefer vendors on Avaline, because when they turn around I can slip them gold even when they try to give me food for free. But, I don't think I can do that here.
Now I wouldn't turn down some gold, I'll tell you that much.
And he goes, you know what? And he'll pull out a gold, fucking Avaline, like, Imperial gold piece and give it to him. Or not Imperial, it would be probably, most likely, What happened? Where'd the word go?
What happened?
Anyways.
Away, a
One of
Denari.
them. Something. I was, I'm trying to like just say it and then like make it just come out, but it won't do it. Anyways, where Manus is from? I don't know why I'm blanking. A gold piece from.
Oh,
from there.
Pontetha.
Pontetha. Thank you. I was like, it's a P, but which P? Yeah, probably like just a Pontethan gold piece.
He takes it and he starts looking it over. What? And then he does the stereotypical like bite it, like trying to bend it
Yeah.
and shit.
Ah, yes. So, story on this. I honestly don't know if you'll believe me. It is from another world where there is magic, dragons, and sailing adventures, and many other things going on. Gods and forges and such. Whether or not you believe me, that is a gold piece. You know, you're
Well, I don't
really
know nothing
weird.
about
He goes, shut up.
gods or forges, but I bet the museum would pay quite a bit for this. Thank you.
Probably.
He puts it into his shirt pocket. So, you who comes from other worlds and this and that,
He like points at himself and he's like, me?
you with my friend here, and he points at Maxon.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
Maxon is
I'm
just,
from Sunflower City. I've lived here. Well, I did live. I've lived here all my life. These two, however, are from out of town.
Ah, well. And he just he kind of walks away and begins to help some of the other people at the stand.
She just like looks at him. She's like, "You go around telling everybody your business all the time? You just talk?"
I just
Yes.
look and I'm like, doesn't really matter to me. Not like anybody's gonna find their way back to where I'm from.
Well, you'll never know who's listening. You know, he's just yammering and just yapping. It's fine. It's free food. Who cares? He gave us free food. He can know whatever the fuck he wants, I guess.
Serena, who's going to travel this much? Who's going to travel this far to follow me specifically? We have to piss off a very specific type of person to come after me specifically.
True.
And if anybody
As-
decides to follow me, please, I welcome them to. Please solve my problem.
As you all are talking, whoever among you make a perception roll, and then if you all want to make your own, you can, or if you want to help, I need a perception roll for the group.
I'm gonna
Or
roll for the
perception
magician
rolls.
because she's listening to Maxon. That's gonna be not great.
And yeah, I won't roll either because I'm just involved in that conversation too with Serena back and forth.
That is a 11. Roll a 4.
All right. So, as you all are talking and discussing, as Maxon
Oh,
is...
you're cutting out a little.
Oh, damn it, hold on.
Forgot to switch our ambience over since we come back.
And now you're just chilling in town.
Is this better?
Yes.
There we go. All right. So as you are all speaking and conversing over your food, you hear very faint shouting. A couple of some cursing. The only word you are able to make out is that someone says, you just hear a name. You just hear someone say Crane as you notice a group of people making a quick, moving quickly towards the surgery bay. And some more murmurings and a couple more cranes as a small group makes their way to the surgery bay.
Let's see.
Of the magicians.
Am I catching, like, the subject matter of the oohs and ahs?
I will say vaguely, you see what looks like a small group of people carrying weapons, all carrying a bloody individual to the surgery wing.
Greater invisibility, and I'm gonna follow them.
Do you alert the rest of your party that you're going?
No.
All right.
He hasn't worked with a team in a
Well,
while.
since Serena and Maxon are discussing things, you both do not notice as the magician turns invisible and begins to follow this group. Give me a just give me a dex roll to show me how close you get to this group, because I'll say they were about 20 feet away from you
Like just a
when they
dex
went into the
check,
surgery
or
room and you first I'll say acrobatics. It's just kind of you think through the kind of working your way through the crowd. I'll give you.
I got you.
I'll say roll advantage. You have ability. It's just you trying to make your way through the crowd, essentially.
That initially is a 14 for the acrobatics.
All right. I will say that you are able to get fairly close, and you see that is 3 individuals carrying one individual who is not only bloody but seems to be missing a few limbs. And they are kind of just conversing amongst themselves with you. I'll say that you're about 5 feet away from, well, I'll say about 10 feet. It's hard to make out what they're saying, kind of. And it's a lot of just, like I said, various cursing, just, should have never took that job. We're getting reckless. The hell were you thinking, Crane? And does Crane have anything he would like to say?
Look, it's not my fucking fault that he should have fucking been paying attention. It's not my fault the cannibals got him, okay? It's not my fault. We've been reckless, but they were even more reckless. I've never seen them fucking do it. They were running straight at us while we were gunning them down. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that?
They're gonna be able to fix my legs, right, Crane?
Yeah, you're probably gonna end up looking like me, but yeah, they'll fix your legs. I'm sorry, buddy. Just don't think about it and just...
That's okay. Just... And he just kind of fades, kind of going in and out of consciousness at this point.
Hey, don't
And
think
then
about it too
as
hard. Just
you all
just
arrive-
relax.
As you get them to the surgery wing, the same lady is there. Oh, hello, you all.
We're in
And
a
she
hurry.
kind of
Can you
looks
please get
over
into the back?
counter. Go ahead, somebody take him to the back. Those of you that aren't going with him, please have a seat.
Okay, take Bull. Get him back there.
All right, I will. And as they move back, Bull very weakly just says, "Thanks," and they move to the back.
I'm gonna very carefully study that individual as they carry him off, and I'm gonna stay right here by Mr. Crane and just keep an eye.
As you study
Listen.
the individual that they carry away, you see that well, as someone who isn't a doctor, this man has been hacked and mangled to shit. But there's also a strange, sick methodology to it. You notice that his right, like his thigh, his just like specific parts of him seem to be missing. And you think about how they said cannibals and things of that nature, and you're assuming that this man was getting butchered alive before his team was able to pull him out and get him here. And are you wanting a description of the man you are standing next to?
Absolutely.
Well, you see someone that looks like Seraphim, but a bit older, and with a strange wisdom behind his eyes. I didn't know if you wanted to send a picture to everyone. Colton, I leave that to you, but I will describe him as much as you would like.
Oh yeah, I'll send it. But he's as Crane's just standing there. Oh, fuck. I'm going out. Fuck, I'm gonna have a smoke. And he just walks out of the med bay, where it's not as crowded, to light up a cigarette. And you see on his back is a giant fucking sword just made out of like scrap metal.
And I will also add, make a perception roll, magician.
14.
Is he wearing anything on his head? This version of Crane?
No, it's just you can see his scars and shit. His one blind eye.
You're not sure what it is, but you notice something, a very familiar looking piece of machinery glowing on the back of his head as he walks away. Looks very similar to the implant that Hammer has that allows him to control his arms in the ship. But where does this version of Crane go as he steps out of the med bay and pulls a cigarette out?
He's just standing there.
I was about to say, yeah. If he just lights up right there, that's.
Yeah, he's just outside of this. As soon as he stepped out, can he just?
I will say there are multiple scientists and researchers walking by with like lit cigarettes and pipes and things of that nature.
Yeah, wherever people are smoking, he's smoking. Fuck. Oh, it's gonna be a minute before he can be back in action.
I'm gonna step back into the door. Drop greater invisibility.
Fuck, what am I gonna tell his sister?
Get myself kind of worked up. Kind of think about something, whatever I can to kind of get me kind of palish. Just kind of linger on the thought for a second, and then I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna lean up against the wall. I kind of look at him and like, sometimes I wish I smoked.
You want one?
It's kind of a traditional thing, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna start the habit. You ever had a baby before? It's my first
did.
one.
Oh. Congratulations. man.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
What?
Magician, roll deception,
Absolutely.
and
I'll roll insight.
yeah, roll insight.
Let's see. That's 25.
Insight's wisdom.
Holy shit!
Oh boy. Okay. I rolled a 7 minus 1. So 6.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
So you believe him,
Congratulations, man.
but I will say this is the first time you've ever heard of a baby being delivered in the advanced like trauma and like because normally it's people with like injuries from conflict that get treated here. This is odd, but whatever,
so-
man.
Are you from the surface? You're from up top, right?
Yeah, I got lost on my way down, and I just found the first door. I kept turning wrong hallways, and then I saw one that led out, and I was there, that door. Need
With a pregnant woman?
Non-hospital air. What? What about a pregnant woman?
I assume you had a pregnant woman with you when you came down here,
Well, of course. Yes.
running around looking for a hospital.
Well, I at least had her in a wheelchair. Thought that far ahead.
Oh my god.
What are you in for? I say that like it's prison.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it can feel like a prison. Me and my crew just got back from a mission up top. Went out to scout out this area. Rumors of cannibals. So we don't need them making their way here. We found them. More like they found us. Charged at us. Like fucking maniacs. Got my buddy in there. He's probably gonna end up having one of these. I'll have to whip him up one. It'll be better than whatever they have here.
As he says these, I'm assuming that he motions toward his prosthetic limbs.
Yeah, he just holds up his hand and lifts up his foot a little.
Magician, you see that it seems to be of dwarven design. Excuse me. But it looks similar to Hammer's arms, but at the very same time it looks similar to the modern design with the dwarvish arms and legs that they build for their automaton bodies now. It's this strange in between.
Where did you lose those?
I'd like to say about 5 years ago. Similar situation. I didn't lose my. Funny enough, I didn't lose them from the cannibal attack. It was a canyon. Loose boulders. Yeah, having your arm and leg crushed is not fun. There was no salvaging them. So, with my one good hand, I whipped up these. The arm first, made it a lot easier.
I kind of look at him for a second. He'll go. Yeah, you might be the wrong person. You seem kind of familiar. Do I know you from somewhere? Have we met before?
I don't think so. I've never seen you, so that's why.
Yeah, I
hearing
guess
a
that
baby
makes
being
sense. Then.
delivered.
Never mind. Maybe you look like someone I know. Maybe
No,
just
yeah,
got one
I
of those
will
faces
say-
or something.
I will say, Magician, like, it's pretty obvious that this is just it's like an older seraphim.
I think I'm gonna go have something to eat. No use in sitting around. I'm gonna have to find something to do here pretty soon.
Yes, I'm gonna go for a walk. Clear my head. Get some oxygen. It's really hard to
Like you need
breathe
it, man.
when you're concentrating on, well, a woman in pain and a child being born. It's hard to keep some air down. I'm gonna go. Good talk. And he'll like walk down with the crowd. Just kind of blend in. Just kind of wander off.
Okay. Serena and Maxon. Is there anything you guys want to do before I move over to Seraphim?
Do we notice that he's gone?
I will say
how
no
long
at this
before we
point.
notice?
I will say with both of you not really paying attention, probably like 10, 15 minutes, you eventually like look over and you're like, oh, it's just us eating.
I'm gonna look at the chair for a second. I'm gonna look at Maxon.
Huh. Did we scare everybody away?
You did say that version of, you did say that Crane was going to get some food, right?
Yep, he probably went exactly to that empty spot.
I was about to say, this is the most famous diner in Bunker B, so I have a feeling he definitely came here. So about the time you realize that the magician has left, yeah, I like that. As you look over and you're like, oh, the seat's empty. You see someone that sits down and looks a bit like Seraphim, but a little older.
Yeah, fucking, he looks over, looks over at Serena Maxon, nod, like does the up nod, then turns around and then looks back at Serena, leans over. Hello there. I don't think I've seen you around here.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say this is for Crane. You can't think of the last time you saw a woman wearing makeup that like this specifically. Wowie wow.
Wow. Awooga.
Yowie wowie.
She'll look at him. Is this a cruel trick of some kind?
He looks puzzled. What?
We just sent you back to have surgery just a minute ago. What are you doing, Seraphim? And what the fuck is this sword? Is this like a pre-surgery prank to calm your nerves?
I think you have me mistaken for somebody else. And this would be a pretty cool trick, seeing, I mean, I am covered in scars, and I can't see out of my left eye. That'd be pretty fucked up for a prank.
As you're talking, you see the vendor for the diner just walk up. Crane, how's it going?
Hey.
You want your usual?
Yeah.
I'll look at Maxon.
I look to Serena. Huh? Who the hell is this guy?
What brought you back so soon, Crane? I thought you were gonna be out a few more months.
Bull got hacked pretty bad.
Shit.
He's probably gonna have one of these. Twiddles his hands. Nothing wrong with it. Just have to whip him up something, but...
Nah, I knew the kid was always skittish. I was worried about him out there. Glad you were with him, though. I knew he would have been a lot worse if it wasn't for you out there.
Yeah, those cannibals really didn't see it. They didn't see this thing fucking going for him. He pats his sword.
Ah, they never do.
That's why I prefer it more in a gun. I wouldn't have been able to catch him. I need to eat, and then I need to find I need to see any jobs are available while he recovers. Everyone's pissed at me, but I'm sure they'll realize there was nothing we could do about what happened.
I'll go ahead and ask, what would Crane's usual be?
Probably like I like that fucking crab bowl
Oh, you like
Soup
what I just?
ramen.
Yeah, I'll just
Oh,
say
yeah.
he busts another one of those out. Here you go, kid. One of your specialties on the house. You know how it is.
I'm just gonna pay you
Maxon
back.
just
I'm
like
gonna pay
out
you
of
back
nowhere is
one
like,
of
oh
these
yeah,
days
that's
for all
really
these."
good.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. He just.
I was about to say,
know.
the vendor just looks over and says, yeah, he knows, kid. He's the one who came up with the order.
Looks to Serena, and then Serena looks at me like back and forth, like, huh?
They wanted to do something creative with this crustacean, so I gave them an idea from somewhere I've been.
I will say, Crane, you would know that this particular fish species is called a greater crawler.
Not really much else to do with crawlers, especially our greater ones. They do make a goddamn mean soup.
Maxon, I can't help but feel like we are the subject of a great, like, prank. And yet, I know our friend too well to think that it's a prank. And by knowing him well, I'm talking about the darker subject at hand.
Just fucking. You gotta tell me what you mean by prank.
Dr.
You know me.
Reese Crane.
I'm not a doctor.
I know you're not.
I don't tell many people my first name. Do you know me?
Doctor. This man
No.
ain't no doctor.
But I know
The
where he
vendor
comes
is just
from.
like, he's like leaning on the cutting board, just talking to you guys at this point. Like, there are other people like looking around, waiting on their food.
So, I think we need to step away so our friend here can work. Why don't we find somewhere more private?
Oh no, don't go. And then some people over in the corner start yelling, and he's like, all right. And he just kind of walks over there.
Yeah, I think you need to serve your food. Go on, don't worry about us this time. I'll fill
He
you in
burnt-
later.
He burnt my shake.
He burnt my shake. My sandwich is a fried food. After he sends him away, he looks over at Serena Maxon. Alright, you look like you have something to say, so follow me. And he gets up and just starts walking towards somewhere where no one really is around.
Would he have a habitation here in Bunker B?
Wherever the mercenaries usually hang out and sleep is probably where he's at.
We'll say that there is like a not like a mercenaries guild, but just there's a bar. There's another bar like Packard's at Bunker A where there's another broker. You could take him there.
That's what he does.
I will say that this bar that Crane takes you both to, Maxon and Serena, it's right under, it's like there's a small little pathway down below where the atrium is, in between the entrance to the science wing and then the other entrance to the maintenance wing, and it leads down to a much darker and lower part of the reef. And there is a small bar with someone tending, and then a lot of armed individuals having drinks and eating. Serena, you would recognize that this is probably where the broker of Bunker B operates. With you not being here, you're not entirely sure, but you get that vibe. This place feels like Packard's place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as you all walk in, they all look to Crane, and a few people raise their glasses and cheer. A few other people just shout out, "Hey, you gonna buy me a drink?" Like shit like that. They're just kind of like messing around with Crane.
And he's like patting shoulders. I'll get you next time, man. I promise. Remind me when I'm here. And and he finds somewhere that's more secluded and empty. Sits down. staring
sit
at-
with an eye on
staring
the
at y'all.
entrance for sure.
He's just staring at y'all. Just. Oh. Do you have any questions?
And a man in a long leather coat with a vest on underneath and a quite nice looking shirt, pants and shoes. An elven man sits down next to him. One who no longer looks pale and is looking at him intently. So I see they talked
this.
to you.
As you all are speaking, a server walks up. Is there anything I can get any of you?
Yes, darling, please. I would like just simply a shot of something on the middle shelf. Not too strong. Just enough to pass the time, you know?
All right. Anything else for anybody here?
We'll take 3 double shots of termite whiskey.
Oh, for you, Crane? Of course. She kind of
Not
she
much
gives
of a
you
drinker.
she gives you a wink, Crane, as she walks over to the bar and places the order.
Not much of a drinker, huh? I can take care of that for you.
He looks
keep,
to
certain sharpness to me. So who's your friend?
My friend.
The one that was hacked up and taken back for surgery. It seems he was well liked.
That was Bull. Good kid. Bit of a klutz. Call him Bull, because when we were out in the field, near some farm, he wasn't paying attention when we hopped over a fence. And this is when I first joined. Bull came straight out of nowhere and ran right into him. That was the first time I had to drag him to a hospital. That thing fucked him up. Before that, he was called Sledge. When I heard, he dropped it on his foot.
An unfortunate individual, it seems.
He had his ups and downs.
I know
They'll
these
pull
two
through.
well enough to know that those are puzzled and confused looks on their faces, and from what I've gathered recently, I can say it's justified because you look quite familiar. To me, for one reason, to them for another.
And would you like to explain? Because you have done nothing but confuse me. Hell, even seeing you here confused me. Until I realized what was going on and that you don't have.
He starts to say he is
baby.
Dr. Reese, and she goes, I already said that, he doesn't know what that is. Well, there
Be
is...
more specific. What about a Dr. Reese Crane?
What
do you want to
very
know?
bad man.
Yes,
You know what you are.
unfortunately. But I don't like to keep that. I don't keep that information floating around.
Do you know that there are others?
Grew up with hundreds of them.
Well, we're here with one right now, and he's going in to get surgery. Much needed. Voluntary. He's happy to have it. Very nervous.
Is he an exile?
An exile?
That's what they designate the ones who fuck up or get blame put on them. That happened to me. I got blame put on me,
What did you do?
and now I'm out here. It was a maintenance error. Reactor went off. I couldn't get to it in time. Some clones got some poisoning. I was able to get in there and fix it. But they want everything to be perfect. So because I didn't get there in time, it was my fault that some of us got poisoned. So they threw me a blindfold on me, threw me in some fucking car, and drove around for days, threw my ass out somewhere in the wastes. I don't know where that vault is. They took a lot of turns and roundabouts. We could have just gone in a straight line, but I don't know which line.
Did you count them? The number of turns?
Too many. Enough to make me dizzy. I tried. But they knew I would try. So they just kept going and going and going.
If I were to say Seraphim or the Seraphim, does that mean anything to you?
No. Not a
Didn't
thing.
think so. How many others are there like you?
At least a Bunker B's size vault hole. And I think I've heard that there may be other vaults. I assume if this crane didn't come from mine, he came from another.
When was the last time you saw Reese Crane?
Never. He was never at our vault.
That is the answer I suspected you would say.
They start early, making you revere him like a god. There are older crane clones that run things. But the original, don't know where he is. But I know that when I got out, I did my studying and found out what he actually was.
I tried for a long time to find that one so I could roll him up and send him into space. I never found him.
None of the vaults know where he is either.
He's dying.
What I last remember. Good.
I was about to say, with you hearing word that he's dying, that would, I'm not sure how this version feels, but, yeah, no, that's news.
And I imagine the drinks have arrived, and he'll take a drink of his shot while he's like wrestling with that revelation, whatever kind of revelation it may be.
Crane pounds back both of the double shots, his and Maxon's. Raises it to Maxon, then pours it back.
Maxon just, he just pretty much says the same thing. I told you I'm not a drinker. He says this, he just kind of looks at it.
And so that's why he holds it up to him and then drinks the shot he ordered for Maxon.
Oh, okay.
I haven't personally seen him, so I can't speak to his condition or what may be deteriorating him other than age. But our clone is determined to find him and see him to the most despisable end I can imagine. Or that he can imagine, I should say.
Fitting.
I gotta go. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to interrupt. I must be on my way.
Good night.
Good luck to everyone, and good night. Have a nice one.
But, the goal is, hopefully, to find him and see him to his end.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I used to really hound after the same thing myself, but I kind of gave up after a few years.
Oh, and if you should find any genetic material that is promised to you in a sort of positive way, don't use it. Don't touch it. Don't even humor it.
Why the fuck would I put random genetic material anywhere near me or in me?
You should be asking that of our version of Reese Crane.
What the fuck's wrong with them?
Them.
Them?
I think he has about 10 personalities inside of his head. Roughly. Every weapon he touches opens up a new mind, a new person entirely.
I will say, upon hearing that, Crane, you do have very, very vague memories of something about an Omni soldier, adaptable warfare. You don't really know what it is, but something about a soldier that can use any weapon sounds vaguely familiar. There was some kind of talk about something of that nature.
Pick up any weapon he touches. New personality. Omni soldiers. He's an Omni soldier, but they're supposed to gain knowledge of one weapon only. Oh, fuck. He's not an exile, he's a defect.
Sereno will go, that's what that was. I remember that.
You brought him here?
He is here, yes. He's getting surgery to have the tumors removed.
They don't let defects out.
He let himself out. The downside and the problem is we don't know which of them let themselves out. Because one of them is very problematic. One of them is the beast, if you will. Self-harm, cannibalism, the works.
You fucking... Crane's eyes go just open wide. You brought one here? Wait a minute.
Don't worry, we have him health trained. He's pretty agreeable.
Fuck your dog. You... Oh no. You brought him here. Oh my god. How long... Wait, How long have you known this clone?
Several weeks.
Several weeks. Do you know how long he traveled in the wastes?
You'll have to remind me. Above table.
I don't think he hasn't said no one's asked him anything about himself, and he's not... The thing about Cranes
Everything
is that
I've asked him, he's been unsure, is what I'm remembering.
He's either unsure, or he doesn't talk about himself at all. So he
I
only...
think I have asked him, like, how long he wandered, and he just kind of is like, I don't know.
Each one is wandered for a different amount of time. Fuck, if you don't know how long he... If you don't know how long you've traveled, I can't confirm that.
It's hard to get a cohesive answer when each one traveled for its own amount of time.
You brought a cannibal in here that has little to no fucking memory of wandering. This cult has been riled up. They are looking for their king.
Good. Because when you have 7 people looking for him, it doesn't do much good. But when you have 5,000 people looking for him, stones start to turn over. Not every scorpion is, well, unfindable. I just hope he's not on the stone when we turn it over as we look to see what's underneath. I'd hate to get stung on the hand as we're searching.
If your little scorpion turns up, we might have to stomp him out.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. Our Seraphim is... From what I've been told, he's bloodthirsty for just that one. He plans to most likely hang him from the eaves for vultures to peck at.
Great, I'm gonna have to watch after this. Well, you have thoroughly ruined my evening and given me something to do. So let's go back to this hospital so I can watch over your friend and make sure he doesn't run out into the street and fucking bite a child or something.
He'll smile as he...
God.
Absolutely.
Maxon looks to him. Has that happened before?
He counts on his fingers.
You know what? As you are all discussing this, I'm assuming you're not like whispering or anything. There's one guy
No.
like at a table over. He's like, "Buddy, if you only knew how many people get bit by cannibals around here."
This sounds like it's beginning to be a problem. What?
That's why they send us out.
You know what, Serena, you would know that Bunker B, from all of your contracts, like Packard would have definitely told you that Bunker B has a massive problem with the cannibal cults. Basically, day in, day out, they are trying to do their best to make sure that their residents aren't getting tricked, trafficked out into the wastes to these cannibal cults.
I guess that's why this place is so airtight all the time. Keep the cannibals out.
Yeah, there's not everyone's here as a fighter. There's just so many of them. They're not one good bullet, you can take one out. Unfortunately for me, as you can see, and he points at his sword. I can't shoot for shit, so I have to get up close to these motherfuckers.
Well, neither can I, he says as he's like pulled out a slip of paper and a pen with a very interesting glowing thumb press, and he begins to write something on a little slip of paper. He folds it over and he hands it to him. This is where we part ways. It would be unfortunate for certain parties and not ideal for others to see us with you or someone who looks like you. Take this paper.
Grabs the paper.
This is a phone number. Do you know what that is?
I know what a phone number is.
When you call it, call until I answer. And I mean that. Don't give up. Might have just been busy. Do you hear anything? Call me.
I can say the same to you. If you need mercenaries from here.
Oh, we
know.
definitely will. The things these two have stirred up with the rest of their little group.
Almost
Not good.
afraid to ask, so I'm not going to. I'm going back to the hospital. If we see each other there, so be it. I gotta wait for my friend. And watch out for yours. Crane gets up and walks towards the exit.
Unless there's anything else that you guys need to do, I'm gonna call it there, and we will pick up next Saturday.
Maxon's going to, he's just going to look around, smile, and then just like everyone can hear him. I like this restaurant. Very lively.
You've Crane speeds out, and I don't want to be
It's
seen
exciting.
with him.
I look at the both of you. And then Sereno will just be like, I thought they said they cleared them all out. I thought it was just Reese Crane. And I don't think he was lying. No, he's not going to like this. There's a lot to do. And I think that's all. That's all for me.
Oh, folks.
That's all, folks.
You know what? Before we turn stream off and everything, I'll leave everybody with. We'll go from this bar underneath the ocean to just the ocean shore itself, overlooking a war-torn and destroyed collection of buildings in the water, with a destroyed sign that just says Crane Genetics. Pretty much opposite of the shore bunker beam.
Interesting.
But yeah, that is all for me.
Sneaky, sneaky
Hell yeah.
boy.
I'm sure y'all have questions if I need to answer anything.
I am also open if you have any questions for me.
Look at this man. He's pondering. I can see it. He's pondering the orb.
Broby pondering the orb.
I'm scared that this is going. I'm scared that because you're talking about vaults and stuff, and I'm getting concerned that we're gonna find a vault and it's just gonna be nothing but Reese Cranes.
That's basically what he kind of told you.
And they're all just gonna.
That's what he just described.
And they don't even speak. They don't even speak English. They just talk by saying their names to each other repeatedly.
Oh my god.
Crane.
That would fucking nah.
Mine?
There might be one like that. But not this one.
Oh yeah.
It's the Crane gang.
Crane gang. Krang. Krang.
The Crane.
Krang, oh my god.
We gotta go to the Technodrome. You look like something's stirring there.
There's always something stirring. That's the problem.
There's always some stirring for him.
There's something stirring, but that's a pretty big pot. I gotta scoop out the right amount.
So not all of the clones are the same.
I will point out, he said the ones that I grew up with.
So, if this still exists, that means that there are parts of this that he didn't hear about last time, which means secrets on secrets. Stuff they weren't able to discover. trying to think about it from like what is the thought path the magician would follow. So secrets on secrets. Something they didn't know about, which means possibly a contingency program. Ideally for the case of either an army or some other purpose. Cheap army?
Apparently this
Or
game
earlier
likes
tests.
laying on tables.
Cannibals. That's interesting. Why are there so many cannibals? I have so many questions. Various different kinds. A lot of them are hooking me.
Fry your brain.
A lot of them are the one, like... They're standout details, but I don't know why. It's like Reacher Season 1 with the fucking animal feed. It's like, that's a lot of animal feed. It's a lot of animals. It's a lot of animal feed, though. So he's older. Very clearly. I'm trying to wiggle and struggle my way into a question. One that I can ask and I know I'll get an answer. There's a lot of the questions I have, I can't, there's no point in asking because you're going to tell me I can't, you're going to not say anything.
Spoilers, darling.
Well, River Song,
Alright. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good lord, my shit crashed hard.
oof. I've been pondering,
No, you're on
And,
the
orb.
hypothesizing.
The last thing I heard was, "Oh, he ponder in the orb," and then it just went silent, and I was
Well,
like, "What the fuck? Why'd everyone get quiet?"
Because I know I'll get no answer. I'll get no answer. I have my out loud speculations are an older project, possibly an army ? This is like the notation in the magician's notebook, per se. Again,
Per se.
an army ? Easier to create than the more adaptable ones. Omni soldier ? Earlier tests? No, it was earlier tests or an army. What was the purpose? Secrets on secrets. Things we didn't know. And a bunker. Which suggests that this was very secret. And conversing as though there are still more out there. And that bunker might still be there. It's so much harder to grind down details when I can't look at a person. I can't shoot for shit, which is why I can't unlatch my proverbial toe hitch off of that. It just will not. I can't stop thinking about it. Prefers a sword. I can't tell if that's a narrative choice or if there's a reason.
Man, what now?
So I keep going back to the sword thing, and I can't tell if it's a narrative choice or if there's a reason. I keep snagging on that.
He can't shoot with a gun.
Right. That's what I'm. That specific detail is what I'm talking about.
Which, Colton, I'm gonna say, like, just here, considering what happened the last few sessions with Serena getting gunned down, damn. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn.
After a fashion, yeah. Damn.
Damn.
I think final note jotted down is Reese Crane. Where are you? Why a scrap sword? That's what I'm hooking on. Interesting choice.
I don't know if I should keep you guessing or just give you a more straightforward answer to that. Because it's not like that's scrap sword. Where are you gonna find a real big sword like that?
Have one commissioned?
He made his own. As he's mentioned, he made his own hands as well. His hand and leg.
It also suggests that he trusts the work of his own hand. Which means that it's tough. It's also made of scrap so he can repair it easy. If he needs to, because he built it. The more I dig, the more questions I have.
I won't answer everything, but scrap sword, he needed a big fucking sword because he can't shoot with a gun. He was like, what can I use to beat these things up over here?
Really needed the BFS.
The big yeah. Big frogging sword.
Are we feeling froggy?
How long did he say he's been wandering around outside?
About
Like total?
10 years.
I haven't got a full, like, cohesive answer out of Seraphim yet. I think the one I got was from Normality, just going, huh?
That was back when he had 4 personalities and it's just coming off whatever fucking trip he got off from. Done exploring the wastes. Normality now could read Les Miserables and get through it in one sitting.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Colton, you remember how you said that they messed around with the floating islands? So everything, you fell through the floor immediately?
Yep.
Bunch of shit. Cat, move out of the way. I can't see where my button's at. She's laying in front of my
I
second
think
screen.
I am out of questions that I'm gonna get an answer for. Because I have the magician here, I'm left with the ponderings of the magician. And it's all questions that are like, the only way that's gonna get answered is, doing the thing.
You're only gonna get answers by playing the game.
I have two